Mama say, Mama sa, Mama Makusa, people. Welcome back to another installment of the Homeroom University podcast. You see, this the podcast about your favorite pod. I'm your classmate, Tone Groove. Long we got to bleep early on, my bad.
J Nobles.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yeah.
F-Mac on the keyboards.
That's me.
Yes. I love that. Man, I love that.
You love it, right? Don't it just make you feel happy?
And it's probably, I know they probably, like, nah, we know you love it, man. But yeah, do what y'all do best. Like the video, comment down below. Put in your office hours. We have a lot this week. We love the office hours. Keep doing that.
The office hours is flooding. Yeah,
it's flooded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tsunami.
Yeah.
So make sure you do that. You could do that by sending us an audio form. You know, whether you just chilling in your bed.
Yeah, to one of the Instagram pages or video. Record a video, like send the video via DM.
And we'll give you the full range of advice. You know, he'll probably tell you what not to do.
Yep.
We'll tell you what to do. Lauren's going to be the voice of reason. The F-Mac is going to F-Mac.
Yeah.
I mean, it works perfectly.
F-Mac going to be here.
Yeah.
Emotional support.
You're going to push that button. that F-Mac button. I don't even know what button you press, but I know it's important.
No, that's right. That's right. That's what it's called.
F-Mac look like you F-Mac give great advice about certain things though, like how to build a PC.
Very specific.
How to how to unsheath a
What
sword.
PC parts do I need, F-Mac? But
How to build a PC is crazy. But hey, also, it's Tuesday night right now, so that means should be home or almost home from the procedure that my dog's gonna go under. So the link in the description, I have a GoFundMe. My dog has to get his leg amputated. Y'all went crazy, and I appreciate everybody, all y'all classmates who've helped me out.
Y'all love dogs.
Yeah.
I was astonished.
Yeah, I'm so happy. Because I was saying on the 3-0 podcast, it's like, it was going to happen regardless. I just didn't know how I was going to get there, but I was going to have to get it. It was, one of them things where it's like,
The leg had to go.
the leg has to go.
It's got to work out.
I have no idea how I'm going to pay for it.
Did you pray?
But it will figure it out. I didn't pray. I just got to it.
oh,
I just got to it.
you cut out the middleman. You cut out God.
Yeah. I
Jesus.
said,
How'd you get what you want?
I said, my dog's on the ropes right now. I have to do something.
Yeah.
Like, I was about to drive to Orlando. So, but thank y'all. It's not at the goal, but like what y'all have donated as well is going to help so much. But if you want to donate, if you haven't, hit the link in the description for sure. And we're on the way back, and we got a pirate dog loading.
Yum.
We got a tripod loading.
Peg leg, my
Yeah,
boy.
we got a peg leg campaign. He might have to be the mascot after this for
Yeah.
Homeroom University.
Might need to
gonna
put a
walk
peg
like
leg on the wall, man.
Yeah, something. You know
No,
what I'm
I
saying?
mean three-legged dog, no homo.
Chill out.
Oh man, but yeah, we're gonna get into it. We're not gonna have a crazy. We're not gonna have a crazy long show just because I have to get up at 4:30 ish to leave. So we gotta get in and out, but we're just gonna get right into it. All right. DJ Vlad has found himself in the middle of another beef, which is just what he does best. It feels like over the last couple of years, outside of just him doubling down on what his content is. But he was trying to do an interview with Marlon Wayans. Marlon Wayans charged him $40K to do the interview, and of course he denied it.
Yeah.
And then he was offended and he talked spicy the way that he normally does, and they kind of had a back and forth exchange.
And we gonna read the tweets, but do you think that's his white price or is that his real price?
Marlon
Good
Wayans'
question.
white price?
Great question.
That is a great question. That's probably his white price.
Because it's
For
like
sure.
it's a
because
certain.
there is no fee to it.
Because I feel like Marlon Wayans and his family, they have dignity. So like,
Yeah.
if they work with people they don't like, you're gonna have to really
you got to
work.
cut the check. Yeah,
Yeah.
fact. That's a good point, actually. I didn't even think about that.
But
Did it start at the tweets, or it started in this? We all found out. Like, did the world find out during this Ari Spears interview?
Yeah, that's when the world found out. And then the
Okay.
tweets happened after. But
Okay, yeah. So let's look at the. I want to hear that first.
Yeah.
If y'all want to go there
Yeah.
first.
This nigga.
And I'm actually going to break this little story here for the first time. We reached out to Marlon Wayans about doing an interview. And he had to speak to his person who, coordinates this stuff. Do you know how much they asked for a Marlon Wayans interview?
I can't wait to hear it.
$40,000 plus 30% of all future revenue.
Oh shit.
This is the part where I'm going to show a lot of growth, because once upon a time ago, I would have just like a chainsaw went and let my mouth run. And it probably puts me in positions that I shouldn't or don't want to be in. So I'm going to take this moment to grow as a human being and back out of this.
Well, I'm not going to back out of it. So basically, and me and him would DM sometimes. I remember I told him his last stand-up was great and everything else like that. And I basically hit him. I was like, my man, I'd rather you say that you just don't fuck with me, rather than give me this stupid ass number like this. Because there's
that's why he took that so personal.
Just spit in
but
my
I
face.
understand though.
I'm not mad at that. Yeah, just leave me on red. Don't respond.
Yeah.
The 40K is a fuck you.
Plus 30. No, the 30% revenue is a
30%.
fuck.
Yeah,
That's a real
was
fuck you.
That was if you didn't
Fuck
think
you and your mama.
if you didn't think the 40 was a fuck you, the 30% on all going revenue, that's the
Which
cherry
is
on
nasty.
top.
Yeah.
It's
But-
like it's not nasty, but it is nasty.
But in terms of like
what it is,
it's nasty. It's nasty.
It's
though.
nasty
It's
what it
nasty.
is.
It's
Yeah,
nasty.
yeah, yeah.
But
You
it's
see-
Vlad though, and he like this doesn't happen enough to Vlad. And
Yeah, it
this
doesn't.
might be what he needed. This was some R.I.P. Patrice. This was some medicine for him.
Well, the thing is,
You know?
this probably happens more often than not. It just doesn't get this publicized. Like normally, it's like this is what you want. This is what I'm gonna give you. If we can't agree, then we
Yeah.
just go about our business.
Oh,
Nobody
for sure,
knows.
for sure.
But this went a different way because
That
it
extra
come-
30.
I don't think anybody's hit him with the
extra
30 before.
That's crazy.
percent
Yeah,
revenue.
the
That's
30.
just ridiculous.
And to a Jewish man,
the
that
30 is higher than like your managers. Like if you
Yeah.
have a business manager or a talent manager,
It's way
they might
higher.
get 15 maybe
yeah.
20. 30 is like, nah,
Crazy.
nigga.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I'm damn near funding your operation.
That's
You know
but
what I mean?
it's also it's weird though.
I was
Because
about to say, because I support delusion. I'm a
Yeah.
fan of delusion. Like, nigga, if you bulletproof, show me. Like, I believe.
Yeah.
But if 40K is what you asked for, and if a motherfucker give you 40K, then it's like, take that shit. Like,
It only
I-
depends on if he's gonna make it back though. He's not
make
making
it-
that back.
But like, as Marlon Wayans, you're not giving a fuck if it's getting made back. You trying to get your bread.
oh, for sure, for sure.
So it's like, you know, that's good business though, to make sure it's mutually
yeah,
beneficial.
Vlad's not cutting a check that's not gonna see a profit.
Nah, nigga, he
He's
said I
not
might
doing
make
that.
$500 off of this.
Yeah.
and then it's so many niggas that show him love to where it's like, you know, who is this nigga?
Yeah.
Not liking me. I get love from, you know, Math Hoffa.
And we're probably about to read the tweets and see who does it better. But
You know where it starts?
Top left.
yeah, somewhere like that. I don't like
At-
the route he took. I feel like
Marlon
that was,
Wayans?
Yeah, that's low.
I didn't see this. All right. This is just a random Twitter nigga at Marlon Wayans. You a good one because DJ Vlad would pay me $500,000 for an interview with 55% of all the revenue made from the video on all platforms. Marlon
Who's that
Wayans.
speaking?
That's some random Twitter nigga. I think really though.
Yeah.
Marlon said, "Ha ha ha. See, I tried to tell him I was giving him a deal. Oh well."
See two delusional niggas linking up.
And now Vlad.
They're both crazy.
And
it
now,
always happens like this too. Like a random nigga. Like one of us could have tweeted that, and Marlon replies to ours to
Yeah.
clown Vlad.
Yeah.
And then Vlad sees it and does his thing. Marlon Wayans found someone with 200 followers to agree with him. Oh yeah, let's take a shot right at that.
Laugh out loud.
Nobody on earth is going to pay Marlon $40K for an interview when he gets 100 to 300K views on any platform he interviews on. This guy is really delusional. Oh, he's doing screenshots
Yeah,
of what
he's
his home
screenshotted
feed
them.
is. Yeah, I feel like Marlon does do pretty good on Breakfast Club. And what does that say? 200? Is that just under 3?
300, I think.
But that's
I
not
think it says
40K
300.
worth of
Right
revenue.
on there.
No, that's
Yeah.
definitely not. That's definitely not
Plus
40K.
30% back end.
You have to do like two million minimum
Yeah.
to like for that to make sense.
to consider being paid
To
for
consider.
an interview.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it's Marlon Wayans.
You mad? You unprofessional, my guy. This is Marlon. If you don't like the number, keep it moving. You look bad. You should fall back. Mad at a black man stating his number. And now you go public and use your platform to try to drag me. I never in my life dealt with this silly negotiation tactic. They're really going at it, DJ
He said,
Vlad.
not mad at all. Not mad at all. I find all this amusing because you really think you're worth 40K for an
Oh,
interview. I said there's nobody on earth that will pay you that and have yet to be proven wrong. Throwing out stupid ass numbers for an interview is unprofessional, my guy, because your interviews don't even make 5% of that on every platform you do. And bringing up race when there was no mention of it throughout all of your discussions shows how weak of a man you really are. He said, you imbecile, you're puny.
Marlon. So yes, this has become about race. You try to turn us into crabs in a barrel. I see your angle now. I watch you play your hand. You want us to talk shit. You want us to talk shit, beef, and tear each other down while you sit back and make money. Meanwhile, you don't even show your face. You know, Marlon's talking points are like
They suck. I feel
they're
like
and on top of that,
They're
all
they're
these talking points are Vlad 10 years ago.
They're just
exactly. And I feel like Marlon. I feel like he could talk his way into getting shot by a cop. He's like, "Oh, now you gonna pull out the cuffs because I'm a black man."
yeah. Exactly.
He said, "What am I resisting arrest, officer?" It's like, nigga, stop talking.
Not only do I show my face, but when I do interviews on the same platforms as you, more than twice as many people watch. He's flexing now. Here are the actual views when we did the Breakfast Club a month apart. You reached your peak 20 years ago and have been on a decline ever since. Damn. There's nothing wrong with that, but you seem to think that it's still 2004. I've been dropping facts and actual numbers this entire time, and all you can do is play the lame-ass race card in response. So keep looking in the mirror and lying to yourself and about who you think you are. The numbers don't back it up.
I've never seen a white person laugh at the race card like this. Like normally
he's the most battle tested though on it.
He is, but normally when that shit get drawn, it's like you got to take it serious a little bit for a little bit.
Right.
But it's also
he's not even entertaining that shit.
It's
Marlon
also
definitely
2024. It's not,
He does do it. I think Vlad handles it the best. Like Adam still sucks at handling it. Like remember,
Because he's still looking at the draw 4, like, damn, I got to draw 4 instead of just putting another one down. He got draw 8.
When he did the Pop Smoke joint, and then he talked to Tax, and he was like, I mean, it's just like talking to you. If I were to interview you, it's like, damn, well, you got no tact when it comes to this whole race. None.
It's like
You're a criminal too.
Yeah, bro, he goes the worst. So
Nigga folds.
Vlad's handling it pretty well.
Vlad doesn't fold in the pressure of racism.
Marlon Wayans, I see why you don't show your face. It's ugly. That ugly ass beard shit don't look real. You look like you're in disguise. Shit look like you take it off like some Mr. Potato Head shit. Damn, he's cursing a lot. He's mad as shit. He's either mad or
also
like,
But you gotta understand, this is
He's losing. He's talking
losing.
about his appearance.
He's
now.
losing.
Yeah.
Comics always lose when they get mad. They always lose.
But it's also tweets, so it's very hard to translate how you feel when it's like you're tweeting. But it's Vlad we're talking about. Like if anybody was gonna get this heat,
Twitter opened up the amount of characters and niggas started typing paragraphs in this bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy. And to what you saying, I'm not like with Marlon right now with what he's saying, you can feel it.
and
This isn't. You can feel it. Like, oh, now you.
And that's why I feel him, because it's not even. This doesn't have to be smart. Like this doesn't have to be like a tactical war. You know what I mean? It's just like, nigga, just get what you need out.
It doesn't have to be a
tactical.
tactical. Yeah, you almost made me fuck it up. It doesn't have to be strategic.
Yeah.
But
Touche.
you can't just like, you can't do mindless shit on the internet and then like wake up a couple days later. Like he's gonna wake up one day and be like, man, I look goofy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even though you don't have to be tactful, you still probably shouldn't participate. Like let Vlad just talk and let him do what he do. If you got some good one-liners, throw them out there. But like
Vlad needs a checkup at least 2 to 3 times a year. This should happen to him 2 to 3 times a year.
Is it racist?
It really does happen
because this doesn't seem like something he's worrying about often, but it should be.
What exactly?
Like that
Vlad
should be his
should be worried
tax.
about this?
That should be his tax for doing what he's doing. For all squatting on our culture, nigga.
I was about to ask, like, is it racist for Marlon Wayans to ask for $40K from Vlad, but he'll like do Breakfast Club for free?
No, it's a tax.
That's crazy. That's crazy. $40K for an interview and
Plus
30%. That's really I do not fuck with you, nigga.
Vlad is being generous for paying for interviews.
He think he's supposed to get like Boosie numbers.
Well, I think that's
Boosie.
And I think that's the biggest thing is they say Boosie kind of ruined the game because he said that he was getting paid, and it might have been happening, but it was always kind of a quiet practice.
Do you think he was paying niggas back in the day like a Lord Jamar, like his old string of reoccurring?
I think he was paying Lord Jamar.
Okay.
I think he definitely was.
Because Lord Jamar is a Marlon Wayans type of nigga.
No. Lord Jamar got
Lord Jamar
moved.
did
He has he did.
No, I'm saying in terms of like, I'm not about to work for the white man or talk to the white man if I'm not getting paid or if I'm benefiting because of slavery and ancestry.
Yeah, I think so because I can see Lord Jamar and Vlad's relationship. I don't know how it started, but I can see it not starting positive and then them gaining respect for each other
after
and then
hand over fist.
And then we all realize, nigga, these two on camera or this content of Lord Jamar and Vlad, we like this combo.
Nigga, that check went through.
Yeah, but Marlon. This ain't it, brother.
Yeah, this is delusional.
This ain't it. But do y'all watch? See, I didn't even get to this. Vlad said something about a scene. I gotta mark that on that. But you know, it's like at that point we're just really throwing insults at each other. This is high school, middle school shit.
Yeah,
Like, this is getting crazy.
Marlon Wayans literally said like, "Yo, your beard look like Ice Spice pussy head."
Yeah.
All right, real quick. That moment with Ari Spears was kind of crazy, right? When
When he
The
turned to
camera
left,
angle shit.
it was so
That
perfectly.
I like that.
yeah, you do.
That was kind of funny.
Okay,
It was kind of funny.
Nah, those cameras
Only
are
if
so.
he can do it though. I feel like that's some shit that only Ari Spears like. That's one of his sticks on Vlad.
He was flowing so well for a second. I said, did they plan this? But
Yeah,
then
it
he
felt
did.
planned.
It did felt planned, right?
It felt planned, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
But
I
did
think
he-
he just has multiple cameras.
I think he just knows
and
there's a
it's like-
camera.
He is
there.
also a professional.
I don't think
too,
it was
though.
planned.
Yeah,
He's a
but
professional.
He's a
Yeah.
professional, so it can come off
Yeah.
that smooth the first time.
Like, what's my
Yeah.
camera? Let me just say a bit. Like,
Yeah.
he been doing it for a long time.
And also, they've done because he did some sort of sketch where he had like a wig or something on, or
where a kid was
Yeah.
getting bathed or something.
no, he had that sketch too. But like recently, he had one where he was playing some character. He had dreads on, like a dread wig, something wacky like that.
Oh, he was playing
And
one of
it was, he was
Lauren's
playing,
ancestors.
He was literally playing a character,
He was
and he was
playing-
playing with the cameras in that. So he was like, they've already started playing with that via Sketchwise or whatever I would say.
Okay,
But let's look at this office hours real quick because
it relates.
it relates to it.
Which one? This one?
It's the no up. It's the
Yo, that
one
nigga
in
looks
that-
like my
right here.
old basketball
that one.
coach.
Yeah, he does look like a basketball coach actually.
Shout out Coach Panky.
Let me get the name real quick. Yeah, we
Should
can
have
play
taught
it.
you better.
Oh, you want to go ahead and play it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and play
You
it.
taught his son well.
You can show
Yo,
this
this
one.
is A. Brown Music.
Oh, he says it.
Shout out Homeroom University. AJ, Tone Groove, J Nobles,
Y'all
and
got regular
Lauren
names.
Blanco on the boards. What's up, y'all? I got a question in light of this Vlad and Marlon Wayans thing. You know, Marlon asking for 40,000 plus 30% of the back end of the interview with Vlad. And as that might be a little steep, Vlad out here lowballing, man. Vlad offered Marlon 5 racks.
Whoa.
And it got me thinking, yo, what is he paying Boosie? Because like he's making crazy money on his back end with people's life stories and all this. Like, if he lowballing everybody like that, like he getting away crazy. 5 racks, you know, that's crazy, yo. I got that's one question, and I got another one real quick.
That's on the that
That
one.
was for the end of the show.
We'll get to that one during office hours. Yeah.
Shout
But
out
this
A.
one-
Brown Music. I like that Blanco on the boards.
Yeah, I
I'm
did
Ray
like that.
Blanco.
Yeah, nah.
Shit. But I have no idea what he's paying this nigga Boosie. But
So
if
like,
who'd he say was getting 5?
I remember Boosie stated
He stayed at 40, didn't he?
he stated something crazy like that, but 5 isn't that bad either because I just looked it up. Roughly 1 million views is roughly, if your account's in good standing and shit like that, about $10,000
Oh God.
for 1 million views.
So he giving
And-
you half if you hit a million.
And Marlon Wayne's trajectory was 200 to 300,000.
So yeah,
So it wasn't even 10. So 5
He'd have to chop it into
5
20.
was a good deal.
He'd have to chop it
5
into
was
20,
great.
20 videos to make 40 bands.
Yeah. And,
5 was a
the
good
fact
deal.
that anybody can get lowballed for being paid $5,000 for an interview is insane. Niggas don't pay for interviews. I think
that's the biggest thing.
I don't think they understand that this isn't common practice. Like Vlad is out here really doing. He's got a different business model.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to a certain degree.
It's
Like,
common practice for certain
Even
those
on
business models.
Even on daytime television, Oprah. I don't know, but
Oh
was
no, none of
Oprah
those
paying
none
these
of those
to do
people
that?
pay. None of those people
That's
pay.
insane.
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
what I'm
no.
saying. So the fact that Vlad is even
Shit,
throwing
even
a
the
couple racks at a nigga,
I think even the Super Bowl you pay for your stage setup
literally, nigga.
because the promotion is the
Yeah.
stage is so big. You make all that like your spike in life is so crazy
Exactly.
after that. It's like I'll spend $5 million on the performance because I'll make that back in the next couple months.
Marlon
Yeah.
Wayne's getting $5K and getting some quick content out there on the internet is a deal. That's good promotion, nigga.
I don't think he lowballed. Can you look up how much Boosie said? Boosie did make an announcement more than once.
At least
a number.
over 20,000.
It was something crazy
It's
like
over
that, and I
20,000.
didn't believe the number when he did say it. I don't believe whatever number he said. I will
believe
say
it.
that.
I don't know.
Doesn't
I
Boosie
don't
have
believe
like
that.
a village for his family?
Yeah, but in the South you can do that.
But also,
Yeah, but it's
It's not like
easier
like
when
if he
you
did
get
that shit in
20,000.
Manhattan, we'd be like, whoa.
Boosie gets a lot of views, and it's like
He
if
does.
he gets 500,000 views a clip, every interview has 12 clips.
20K to do $1 million with him, and
That's what I'm saying.
that makes sense to me because Boosie's going to do at least $2 million. Boosie's probably going to do $5 million after he busts everything down.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah,
is-
after he busts it down.
Boosie's going to like
He's gonna do a lot.
After
Yeah.
it's going to do, it probably will do 10 million across everything. You
And
know what
'cause,
I mean?
he nickels and dimes it, so he off the
nickels-
same video, he's getting different
Yeah,
feeds.
they
but-
be- his shit really
I
do
could
be
see-
saying part 14.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
'Cause-
I can see him getting 20K back. I thought he said a higher number though before. I thought he said some crazy shit like 40, 50. And I did not believe that.
Yeah, nah, it's about.
I did not believe that.
It's unbelievable. But
This is a little bit more believable for
for
sure.
all intents and purposes, Boosie is Vlad's co-host
Oh yeah.
to a certain degree. So does that make him?
Yeah.
Same with Tony
Is he-
Yayo.
is
There's
he one
certain
of the-
people he
Lord
has.
Jamar, yeah.
Yeah, well, Lord Jamar's not there no more, but like even now, he's got his co-hosts. It's Boosie. It's
Yeah, that's it.
Tony Yayo. Yeah, like
And is he getting 20K an interview or 20K for like the year of interviews?
No, 20K.
I think they
20K.
do have
I
something
think it's
where
an
they
interview.
So he's got to be one of the highest paid co-hosts.
Probably
He's got to be one of the highest paid co-hosts.
him and Tony
media and
Yayo to
broadcasting.
me, I think are definitely the highest two paid.
That's
co-hosts
it's kind of a crazy
that they
thing to
have.
think about. Like
It
Boosie's
is.
one of the highest paying podcast
Yeah.
co-hosts.
I thought they said they had something structured where it was like over time where that big number had came into play when he
Yeah.
said that big one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was something like that.
Yeah, he's probably making at least $500,000 off of interviews.
You
Maybe.
think Marlon Wayans is getting paid $40,000 a set?
yeah. 'Cause he goes on tour, but I don't know if he's doing arenas
A
and shit
set
like that.
is, nah, that's
mean,
probably
Marlon-
not-
set, of
Marlon
course
Wayans
not,
is
but
a
like a
big
weekend
fucking deal.
You know what I mean?
he probably has at one point, but maybe no.
And it's not to hate, but I'm just really trying to figure out like how could this possibly
Marlon
make
Wayans
sense?
is
Like, if
Marlon
you
Wayans
got-
is funny because I won't go to his stand up show, but I will watch his movie.
There's different levels.
Yeah,
like,
like
it's
I'm
comedic,
definitely
funny,
I'll
it's-
definitely go see a movie that he's made, but I don't really care if he's in town doing stand up.
Is he an A-list actor?
No.
He's B plus.
He's a actor. Oh, I
Or
would say
celebrity.
I would say movie maker.
Okay.
He's up there. We got to remember what
He's done
tree
a
I was
lot.
about to say
He's done a
royalty.
lot.
he's from.
He's
the
in a-
Wayne's family.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's royalty.
royalty.
So
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. So
it's in his
yeah,
own like other thing.
They're like the Jackson 5 of comedy.
100%.
To
Yeah.
where it's like,
Yeah,
yo, I
absolutely.
remember I was
Yeah,
watching this
100%.
interview. I forgot which Wayne's it was, but he was like, our father would come in the room, he would put a movie on, he would leave, go fuck a bitch, come back, and we would have homework. Like, why was this scene funny? Like, he literally trained comedy
Yeah.
as children.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
God damn.
Yeah, that's real.
The funny Quincy Jones.
yeah, the funny, what's the name? Jermaine?
Yeah.
That was the dad's name.
Joe
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson. Yeah.
He beat the funny in them niggas.
And that's why, because he's black royalty, like, man, charge Vlad whatever you want. Fuck him.
Honestly,
It's
so
certain,
yeah,
it's
it
certain
goes
things
both
like
ways.
that. Like, man, charge Vlad whatever. It's Vlad.
Yo,
His
it's like
tweets-
you're a black
his-
man
yeah.
and a businessman at the same time. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like you gotta camp for both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like, man, it's Vlad. It's pure principle at this point.
And it's
because
Marlon
Vlad
Wayans.
shortcuts niggas all year. Like he's talking to gang members and like white too. You know, it's not just black people, but nah, man, fuck him.
Yeah, man.
It's Vlad, nigga.
Yeah.
He could pay 40,000. I wouldn't,
But all right.
but he could.
Yeah, search Boosie on YouTube on Vlad TV. Just see what. Let's see the average numbers that we
And-
see. Boosie Vlad.
And how many people do Vlad like? Who are Vlad mortal enemies?
7 hours ago, 16.
Yeah, they're lowering now.
You got a couple of them. Black people.
These are all-
over
these
40.
are all-
Oh, this is
newest.
part 32 though. Part 34, part 32.
Part 32 is almost at
Oh my
100K.
god. Yeah, 1 month ago the full thing at 795.
Yeah, see, he's about to get 10 off of that roughly.
Yeah.
He's past $1 million already.
4 months ago 1.8 on this with the house thing.
Yeah, nah. He's getting 10 to.
What is it? 1.8?
Yeah, 1.8
Damn.
at the with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
he's-
him and
he's doing
Boosie,
it.
and there's so many clips, man.
Bro, part 34 is crazy.
I wonder how many views that playlist says. Like the Boosie playlist with all the clips and the full interviews. Like, what is the view count just on that?
Yeah.
Nigga, they got 7 seasons.
Because it won't show you there, but just see how many channel views Vlad TV has. I think you have to click the more.
Probably
yeah.
a lot.
Oh, I know it's a lot.
Gilbert
All the way
Arenas
to
is
the
slowly
bottom.
becoming one of the regulars.
5
too, right?
billion.
Yeah, 5
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of
5.6
Gilbert Arenas.
B.
Gilbert Arenas and shit has been going crazy.
Gilbert Arenas been
Honestly, and even Ocho Cinco the Midnight Hour The nightcap?
Nightcap.
Yeah.
Nigga, that shit is always on and there's always like 20,000 people in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Who the
pretty
fuck
crazy.
is watching?
I don't either, bro.
Yeah.
But it's on every night and it's the same amount of nigga. It's always lit in there, bro.
But I be wanting to call my grandma. Like, what the fuck you doing? What you watching right now?
Yeah, bro. Yeah,
You
no,
the reason
no.
these
It's,
niggas
that's
live?
crazy.
Like, who's
it's
watching
kind of
this?
crazy how often it's on and just.
Them niggas are
It's
funny.
definitely
though.
30 to 50.
Yeah, they
rolls.
definitely-
It is.
Them niggas are
It's
funny.
great though. No, it is great. It's
Yeah.
just like, damn. It's kind of like Kill Tony. When you look at Kill Tony premiering,
It'd be on
you're
fire.
like, nigga, it's 30,000 people watching right now.
30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Speaking of people doing crazy numbers,
Oh shit. Well,
Damn it.
that fucked up that transition.
yeah, it was a nice one too.
Yeah,
Who dropped the
damn.
ball, Lorna?
That was me.
Okay.
Speaking of people who have crazy numbers, H3 was just at Raw Talk with Bradley Martin, and H3 podcast is one of those where you catch him live. It's 20, 30 million, 20,
Yeah.
20, 30,000 people watching him live. Ethan,
Is that supposed to be he? Is that like an inside, like, you know, just slick symbolism?
you're the
I
only
think
person
so.
I've ever
That's
heard
that,
say that,
yeah.
but it makes sense.
Somebody in the comments that cares about the motherfuckers. Let me know.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of y'all. So
Yeah.
to clarify why it's H3,
It's a genuine question.
Yeah.
Might be some lore to it.
But yeah, he went to Raw Talk and was talking to Bradley Martin, and pretty much within the first like 10, 15 minutes just went in on Andrew Schulz.
It felt like he couldn't stop himself.
Oh, sorry, Steiny was there as well too. But that's the thing.
It felt like a meeting for
It felt
bad-
like really
that
instinctual.
that is who
That's
Ethan
who he is.
though. Yeah.
Because, and especially like he understands, like, all right, look, let's just get it over with. We both all hate this guy. Like, let's
Yeah.
just kind of talk about it and get over with it.
Well, I feel like obviously Steiny feels some type of way because they had that big moment, which is something that came up in this conversation. Brad didn't say nothing that's gonna like cook his relationship with Schulz because he was just like, my only problem with Schulz is that I did his show, he said he'd do mine, and I haven't heard from him.
Which
He
is-
literally
that
said
was
that my only
My
problem,
only thing, yeah,
Not that
so-
my friend doesn't like him. My problem with the nigga is
Right.
he promised me something and didn't do it.
And that's some light shit. Like
Yeah,
that's
I mean-
some easily recoverable shit. But
Yeah.
but that nigga H3. But this is the thing. Before we watch like H3, just like go in.
Ethan.
Ethan. Ethan is like. I have started watching him more because I didn't know he existed, and it's just always funny when you like see these people that you didn't know existed, but 30,000 people do, and they're watching him live. It's millions of people do.
It's like
but
FOMO.
Yeah, it's like what have I been missing over these last 10 years that he's just been clearly killing shit, you know?
Yeah.
He kinda,
But he is the perfect. He is like the perfect dweeb almost to really irritate and get up under your skin. So it's like
yeah.
a nigga. Schulz got haters all the time, right? Him, like I know the New Yorker in him is like this fucking loser had the
Yeah.
nerve to talk to me like that. You know what I mean?
this
Like
punk.
yeah, shit like that. Like
punk.
Ethan is that perfect level of like of all the people to be trying to drag me. It's the nerd nigga.
Yeah.
I just think
He
that
re-
part is funny.
He reminds me of like he's almost the same person as Red Ball, but only if Red Ball grew up playing like Legends of Zelda. Or
Exactly
some
what I'm
shit.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because his follow up questions be crazy, and he like he'll catch you in an uncomfortable moment, and he'll push that line over and over again.
Nigga, yeah.
He's definitely-
smart. He's
Yeah.
smart. He's cunning.
Yeah, he is.
Cunning?
He is.
Cunning.
He is. He
It was
actually
a,
is.
Smart. That's like I'm putting more respect on the word smart.
He's
we be
cunning.
saying a lot of niggas smart.
You just, okay.
Yeah, because there's different types of smart, like cunning and shit
he's
like
clever.
that.
Like
Yeah.
he knows how to get you in a weird situation
He
and how to
does,
make you
bro.
feel even weirder when you're dead.
Yes.
For those who didn't know, if
Not really, though.
because
You don't
I-
watch H3. You don't watch He, nigga.
It's like you can't say he's cunning, but like then you click on the Bill Burr video, the nigga just fell apart. Like at what point was he cunning?
Well, I mean, I didn't say he was the most cunning motherfucker on the planet, Justin.
Well, I like how you didn't have a.
He's no Bill Burr, obviously.
Then I like how you didn't have nothing to say. But I'm saying you said he's cunning. I brought up an example of how like he's not cunning.
Yeah, one time. So you want me to bring up a time where you bombed a joke and say you're not funny?
Yeah, but like
could do that.
to say a person is
You
like.
want me to pull up a time where Lauren hurt his shoulder going for a layup?
Nah, I like that first
can
one you
do
said. Let's
that.
just look back at the
but
footage.
but to say a nigga is cunning, that's a character trait that doesn't just show up and leave, right? Like being funny shows up and leaves. It's a wave. Being cunning is a character trait. Like that's
how do we
something
get caught here?
That's something you stand on.
I mean, I don't know, but I'll stand here with you, nigga. I think it takes a certain amount of social IQ to know what makes people uncomfortable
Yes.
and to make them squirm when they're in that position.
So what's the word when he's a hypocrite then?
Who's it?
Because it's like the same thing
Ethan?
happens to him.
Yeah,
Who's Ethan? Okay.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's not above it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Tony Hinchcliffe is good at roasting. That don't mean he can't get roasted.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
Right.
tell you what makes his uncomfortable even more uncomfortable. One, just look at him. Just look at him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
He's
you
very
can put
comfortable.
you can put Raw Talk on the screen. But outside of that, when I watched his interview, because we had it as a subject, we never covered it though. When he went to Steve-O's podcast, the one where they're in the RV, we had it as a subject. We just never got around to it. I was like, why is this nigga making me uncomfortable just like watching him talk? And I realized he has Tourette's. I
he does.
ChatGPT
Yeah, he
it.
does.
He has Tourette's. A mild form of
That's
Tourette's.
funny.
So
That's not funny, but it's funny.
so it's also like the
That's funny.
Yeah.
over blinking.
So that's where the social cues get a little okay.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one of those niggas.
It helps, but it adds to.
So he's
the-
not smart.
It adds to the
That's what I'm saying.
It
You're
adds to his package
Yeah.
though.
When
Like,
I found that out, I was like, I get it.
yeah,
But also-
it adds to his package because he
He's-
still thinks how he thinks, whether he had Tourette's or not.
Like some people, you can't talk to him and look him in the eye. You got to kind of like every 2 seconds.
He's a slightly off to the side type of
Yeah.
nigga. Yeah.
he's gonna make your blood pressure rise just looking at him.
Yeah, some niggas look too deep. Like, don't be gazing at me while I'm
Yeah,
just trying
nigga.
to have a regular conversation.
What I got to say is not that important, nigga.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, let's watch this.
I'm
We'll
not
watch a
that
little
cute.
bit of this comedy enforcement.
Oh, comedy enforcement. Or you want to watch the moment on?
Shout
Raw
out
Talk?
Comedy Enforcement. I've been
This is
watching.
Raw
a lot
Oh,
of
this is it?
shit
This
Wait,
is Raw
what?
Talk.
recently.
Oh, is
Yeah,
this
they got
the-
an Ethan
okay? Go ahead.
Schultz thing.
Yeah.
No,
We're all like
it's-
normal
Whenever
guys.
when I saw him, I was like, "Damn, you're f***ing huge, bro."
You guys have
Yeah.
met multiple times, right?
Yeah.
We've done a
Dude,
show.
are we
done a
gonna
show.
send it after this or what? We need your your soundboard.
That's proprietary, bro.
Yeah, what does it say? Like, yo, let's send it.
Yeah, something like that. We have a whole bunch of you guys.
Bro, they have a ton.
Dude, you've ripped
No,
me
yeah. Let's go
multiple
to.
times.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
go to the peak area, not the beginning. Yeah,
Well, this is like the end of it, but I will.
it might be
Might be
where
good,
they're
though.
talking about though.
What type of polo is that?
Dropping him and Mike were like FaceTiming at Schulz while he was doing a show, so he wasn't answering. They're like, yeah, that's our boy.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if you're a genuine person in this space,
Nah,
Like,
yeah,
I'd
let's go to
text
comedy
Brad.
enforcement because it's gonna give us exactly what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Where Ethan was going in.
Yeah.
Go to the beginning.
Shout out to
Go to
Comedy
when they
Enforcement.
first. Yeah, where he's like he's cooking them. Yeah, let him introduce it.
Let him introduce it.
Yeah, shout out to Comedy Enforcement. I've been doing a deep binge on this channel recently, man.
Heat for this because Steiny's audience has grown over the past year, but I think it's only fair that we call out that it's been way over a year since the whole Nelk Boys unreleased podcast episode, the whole drama happened, and since then he has tried a couple times to rewrite the narrative or tell a different story to try and avoid taking accountability for being a bad co-host. And
Talking about
now it
Tiny,
does
Steiny.
seem like he's trying to take advantage of the recent Andrew Schultz hate to try and change the narrative and pretend like he did nothing wrong. Because on that recent podcast episode, he actually went as far as to lie about what actually happened. And the fact that neither Ethan Klein or Bradley called it out was pretty insane. So let's get started.
I think that I was just riffing off that and being like, "Who the f- is this Steiny guy?" And trying to be funny mostly.
Sure.
But I think what changed is I've learned a lot about Schultz, and I think he's actually an asshole and also
what
a
makes
giant
you
douche.
think that?
I've seen the way he talks to his guests. He's been in things with like a few guests where he just comes off as such a asshole. And I mean, I on the top of my head, I can't list them. I could certainly recall them if I thought about it for a minute. But when I go
I'll
back
tell
and
you
watch
who it is.
yours,
Whitney Cummings. I
that
think.
one was just
Shane
so
Gillis, maybe.
well. And then the one where he was trying to pressure academics to take the
was one of them is about to be passed out.
Try one of these.
What is this?
This
Nah,
is
that's some weed shit. I'm good.
It's not weed. It's a Zyn.
It's nicotine.
Oh hell no,
No.
You're gonna be hooked. No, I'm good. I'm good.
It's not about a hook.
You won't get hooked.
It's this,
Hell no. I'm good.
It's like a dip.
No,
Just try it.
No,
Will
I
you
can't-
just try it?
I got addictive personality for real, for real.
This is not going to make you addicted.
No. Like I have a really addictive
Just try the white boy shit for one. Why are you so afraid? We drank Hennessy the whole time. We finished a whole.
No, I get it.
What is this?
That's a bottle. That's a bottle.
It's not a fifth. Why not just try one?
No, because I'm gonna be addicted.
You're not going to be
You're not
addicted.
gonna be
It's such a
addicted.
stupid thing to think.
And when you see
Also,
me,
you're probably an alcoholic anyway, so what are you concerned about Zyn for?
Probably. So all right, so hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Pause. I forgot this moment had happened, and niggas really hated Schultz after this moment.
People don't like seeing
I
somebody get peer pressure.
especially into like tobacco or alcohol or anything recreational like that. Like, but I had completely forgot about this moment. So like they're just bringing up moments obviously right now, but
it is a bad look.
As I'm watching like just Ethan
Kinda
just
funny,
like kind of cook him and say I fucking hate him and all that other stuff, I'm just like hearing Andrew Schulz like the New Yorker, and I'm just like this fucking dweeb. Like I could just hear him.
Yeah.
I wish he would respond. I don't know if he'll respond. And on Flagrant, he's definitely worthy enough to respond to, and I don't like when Schulz don't respond where he should be responding, which would be H3. As dweeby as H3 is, like just objectively, level wise, 100% should be responded to. But Schulz will punch down to respond though, but he won't punch even or up a lot of the times. He been cut that out, but he has no problem punching down.
He used to throw nothing but uppercuts, nigga.
Exactly, and then he stopped, and then now when he does reply, it's only down, and it's like get you a worthy opponent, bro. They'll be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing.
They'll be punching down.
But that's the thing. Looking at Ethan, he would look at him and be like, "Oh my God, I got better things to do. My breakfast is here."
It's
nigga.
so easy to do that until you look at Ethan's numbers. It's so easy to do that.
But comics and specifically Andrew, like I'm pretty sure he cares about the numbers because he's a businessman. But at the end of the day, like it's completely different game. Like Schulz is like in the real world. Like touching the people funny. Like a real nigga in the world funny.
Ethan's in the real world. I did research on Ethan, nigga, around the time of that Steve-O podcast. He was on, his podcast is on a break. They had just sold out like a 7 or 8 or 7 to 10,000 person outdoor venue, live podcast. These niggas were in like robes, yoga mats. I said, oh, this nigga is really, he's really that nigga.
Sound like a cult.
No,
robes and yoga mats?
I mean, it was.
Was it hot in there?
Look, all I'm saying
was
is
it indoors?
No, it was outdoors. All I'm
what
saying,
poses?
do H3 live podcast
on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. It was crazy. I was like,
Was
oh,
the
I said he's really that nigga. Like, so it's just he's a dweeb though.
And that's the difference.
That's what you can't get over. But let's see this.
Right
What's
there,
going
that
on?
one.
What? How many? Was it
The Greek Theater? Go to the beginning because I think they dropped the accolades to the theater.
Oh, these niggas LARPing?
Look at this shit, nigga.
That is, it's lit.
You want to hear it or no?
Yeah, I think so.
This is 3 hours too.
And it's early in the night. Skim over to where you can see the crowd. Yeah. Skim to where you can see the crowd. Like maybe later in the night, like on a peak moment or something like that.
This is how you do a live.
I would do it.
Oh my God.
Like, look at this, bro. All right, just hit right there.
I see you guys in back there.
Okay. We got some greens.
This nigga think he Julius Caesar.
Yeah.
We see you.
Burley's in the back.
That nigga
All right,
Oedipus.
so as we are getting dressed.
So yeah, he outside. All I'm saying is
He outside, and
this is just
pretty,
also this is me
pretty
defending
impressive.
like on some rush shit. Like
It's a lot of mothers.
like,
It's a lot of
You
mothers in that
defending a lot of
crowd.
white guys today, nigga.
Yeah, a lot of Fuck it.
Let's see how long that goes.
Yeah, it'll last for a week.
Yeah, and then you'll be on to your next.
How would you
demographic.
feel? Your nephew was like, "Yo, AJ, this H3. He's
I'm actually I have no problem going. Look at
This
this
is
shit.
crazy. This
What was
is
it?
crazy.
The Greek Theater. Let me look up the Greek Theater capacity.
This is actually pretty impressive.
because of what Ethan is, or because it's a lot of people in a venue."
Like just kind of both. Like not.
You get what I mean?
Not talking about Ethan's personality,
6,000
but like
people.
the fact that
6,000.
you a podcaster, you going on a tour
Yeah.
and all this
And he
shit, and
sold
like
it out.
you can gather this much.
Yeah.
You
That's
can
kinda
gather
crazy.
6,000 people in one spot.
This
for a
deeper
live
than the
event.
Black Effect.
Anybody who can do this, I automatically respect.
Oh,
Yeah.
got to.
Yeah,
Got to.
no, it don't even matter what
Yeah.
you do. If you can get this happening every time at your whim, at your will,
You gotta respect it.
yeah, I gotta respect it.
I mean, it's not
Schulz-
Madison Square Garden, but
Schulz should respond.
Mexicans and whites are there.
Schulz should
for
definitely
those of you
respond,
who
and I
are-
would like to see it. And the streets need it.
But
YouTube, us YouTube creators, we need a little beef. I think you should do it.
and overall, I think, you love a crash out.
Yeah.
But I think what we seeing here, like, because this isn't the first time he's been called an asshole. You know what I mean?
It's not.
This is a common trend in his broadcasting career. I think it kind of just stems from the fact that, like when you're a comedian, sometimes, like, that disgruntled bag is something that you hop in, especially when the circumstances are fucked up. Like he's on his phone texting, he's bored, he don't really want to be here. You just start calling out the moment. But like a nigga like Patrice, he was an asshole with a purpose, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like Andrew Schultz's assholeness it doesn't have like there's no meaning in it.
Yeah.
Patrice wasn't just being an asshole.
Right.
And
That's
he's
a fact.
saying
No,
asshole, but it's
100% agree with
it
that.
takes a certain level of granted,
Well,
Patrice
no.
is like 6'5" and 300 pounds, so you know that works too. And you got a certain level of charm, but like
I don't even believe like Patrice was an asshole. It's not like he wasn't being an asshole.
but
he was just funnier in his asshole.
He was funnier. That's
because
the
he was
biggest-
righteous
but
in it, though. It's coming from somewhere specific.
Andrew just seems annoying at times.
And definitely
not
very
even
annoying.
like an
For sure
asshole,
annoying.
just annoying.
No,
at
but
times.
annoying asshole at
An
times.
annoying asshole, yeah.
At times, for sure.
Yeah.
Annoying asshole, annoying dickhead, all those come together.
I mean,
it's-
what are the best things that make a comedian?
Not necessarily that. I mean, I'm not gonna
That's
look at all my
definitely part of the mix.
It's definitely
It's
that
definitely
long. It's
part of the
definitely
mix.
part of,
that
but
long.
it ain't just that.
Name a good comedian, and I'm gonna tell you something bad about
Bill
it.
Burr.
Well, Kevin Sam, not I'm bugging. Kevin
Well,
Hart.
Bill Burr?
Kevin Hart is not known for being an asshole either.
Bill
and
Burr,
he's
he
huge.
married a black woman, so people
We
can
don't know
look
the
at him
real,
different.
and we don't know who the
Same
real
with-
Kevin Hart is.
And same with Dave Chappelle. He's
Yeah.
not known for being an asshole either.
Right.
And he's the
Nah,
biggest.
but like, you got to think bigger than just like being an asshole. I'm mean to you. Like Dave Chappelle has articles written about him punching down. You know what I mean? Like he's picking on these people. He won't lead trans.
Yeah, but
alone.
in the realm of your comedy set, that's different than just on a pod being completely annoying all
he's
the time.
been down. He was down walking on Rodeo. It's like, oh, TMZ, yeah. Matter of fact, fuck these boo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Like, fuck these F words. Like, that's Dave Chappelle. So it's not he was just in the theater.
I haven't seen Dave Chappelle do that.
Okay,
not
oh
that
my God.
specifically, but like,
Yeah.
and even you brought up the point that it wasn't during his comedy set, but like, even it doesn't matter. Like a comedian on a podcast, a comedian on the radio, it's like be funny.
No,
man.
the point of all
be
this-
funny. Don't be just an asshole. In the day.
Don't be just. I agree with that.
Go ahead.
The whole point of this, we got here because I said most comics are assholes. Most comics have
That's what
like
you said, okay.
that thing that makes you go like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Almost Richard Pryor. Like, there's so
For
many
sure.
things
No,
you
I
can say
agree with
about
that.
this
I
nigga.
agree
Black
with
people call it stupid. You stupid, nigga.
Yeah.
You fool.
I mean, I agree with that.
Richard Pryor was like, oh,
But
bad
the
person.
academics.
Yo, Richard Pryor put coke on his dick and fucked that one girl and like ruined the pussy forever.
Yeah, mark that.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But also, I mean, in the academic situation that we were looking at, obviously he was wrong. But like the Steiny Nutboy situation, that was justified though. Like I had to go back and watch that, and I was like, these niggas did like they were asking questions like,
And-
"Have you ever done crowd work?"
And-
So it's like, bro, it's okay. Like that was when I can understand why you would feel some type of way because you got roasted in front of the world by Andrew Schulz, especially. That was a little bit over a year ago, or he was still climbing. You know, like he's doing what y'all know what I'm talking about. He was red fucking hot. But long story short, but like they were trying to use that as the crutch of. He did a couple other areas.
And another
as well,
thing,
too.
I
Andrew's
don't.
an asshole.
It's something when, like, if you're gonna call somebody an asshole or somebody anything, I'm looking at you as a person, right? Like, who's calling this guy an asshole?
Yeah.
Steiny? Like, I can't trust if Steiny says a nigga is a good person, let alone if Steiny says somebody is anything.
That's a good
So
point.
it's like, who's calling these people things?
Yeah.
It's you got to look at the character of the
Ethan
nigga.
and H3. Ethan and Steiny.
Ethan, and now granted, I haven't seen too many bad things about Ethan. Kind of really the same thing about Andrew. He's just annoying, a
Ethan's
liberal.
an asshole. He's annoying.
You know,
Yeah.
he.
But I do
whatever.
watch it though. Sometimes I'm not in the lore.
Because we both got caught up.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
his show is big. Like, I watched the show because.
It's not a bad show. It's like I'll put it on sometimes just for a little bit, but I'll watch the clips.
Even
more.
then, like,
I ain't never
I'm just
seen
now
none of that.
remembering this. The whole, the low hanging fruit with this nigga Ethan is that when a real nigga comes around his wife, she chews up. Like, I'm pretty sure we could type in a video about, like, you know, saying woody woo woo.
Is that what? Do we want to go down this
When a
path?
real nigga comes around,
When a real nigga comes around his wife, I mean,
this
we
is
can.
his thing.
his head is hard.
What's wrong
But
with
this
you?
is his thing,
What's
man.
wrong with
I
you?
mean,
His head
you
is
can
made of
say
marble,
that.
nigga.
You can say that, but even
But
then,
what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
I'm saying
He is
this
treading
is
delicately,
this
though.
is the type.
He is.
It's not. I mean, you can say it's mean, but don't ever say I'm wrong, and that's what I like. You get what I mean? There's a difference. But continuing,
Okay.
I'm just giving you what the character of this nigga is. So it's like, can we trust his words? Can we? I mean, I don't know.
And even at the beginning of the conversation they had on Raw Talk, Steiny didn't even believe he was being genuine at first. because like I'm not saying that it's typical for Ethan to just like hop on the trends, but it kind of felt like
he definitely does that.
it was. See, I don't know enough about the nigga to say
Yeah.
it, but like when it was cool to hate Steiny, he hated Steiny.
Right.
Now
Yeah,
when it's
literally.
cool to hate
And he
Drew,
admitted to that,
he's
yeah.
hating Drew. So
Yeah.
it's like you were saying, like who's calling him an asshole?
That's what I mean. And honestly, like when I see Andrew, I don't see an asshole. I just see a nigga that talks a lot and he doesn't get told. That's like, yo, you kind of, you know what I mean? Like, just stop talking to me right now.
Yeah, not majority of the time, asshole, but a good bit of it.
For sure.
Everybody has asshole tendencies.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. Some people just capitalize on them.
Some people are just in front of a camera more.
But the
often.
only reason it feels like asshole to me is because it's not completely all the time. If there's anybody in front of him he respects to his level or more, he's not that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but that's what's been the best part about watching Flagrant is we get to find out in real time who he values as a human
Yeah.
being.
And so- Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
That's,
You mind? Hold on,
that's
you mind?
one of the most interesting parts about
Yeah,
Flagrant is
exactly,
like
bro.
we're learning his level
Yeah.
of respect for all these people that he encounters.
I get what you're saying, but like it's gonna be different respects for different people. Like I went out with my Mima
Oh,
the
I'm
other
not
day.
saying it's
You
bad.
should have saw how I was talking. Nigga, it was no cussing, no niggas, no B words,
Right.
no P word. Like nigga, it's
Nigga, he was on the phone with her. I thought he was talking to a job.
yeah, literally.
I was like,
it was like,
this
yeah,
problem,
hello, yeah, I'm
motherfucker?
gonna be there in about 10 minutes. You know, don't worry
You
about
say
it.
you were with your what?
Mima.
So you use Mima?
I use.
I thought only white people.
He's a
use
Rocky
her.
Mountain.
I use
nigga.
Mima because she's not like biologically my grandma, but
Gotcha.
that's not, I
That makes
call her
more
grandma,
sense.
but you know,
Because I've only heard white people use Mima.
me too. But
Yeah.
I
I
thought
think black people say Nani. That's the only one I've
Nana.
heard.
I've heard
Nana.
that.
Nana.
I've heard that.
Nana,
Yeah.
yeah.
Nana, I've heard Nana.
you go down far enough, you're gonna start hearing Mima
Yeah.
from Pigmented.
I know white people that I know
Brothers.
a couple white people who for sure.
I'm glad you
Mima.
stood on it today,
Yeah,
though,
nah.
because the other day he said it when we was just in the stew by himself, and he like, when I asked him, well, what'd you say? He said it differently again. I was like, oh, okay.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Bet your
Lord
little brain
caught
do
you
remember
slipping,
that.
I didn't call him out. Just let him
Catch
live.
me slipping.
you let him live.
So I guess
like
the general
he wouldn't let you.
I guess the general consensus is
He's an asshole. But
Honestly,
you know,
the general consensus, in my opinion, is that we can't trust what Ethan and Steiny say. Who the fuck? Like,
oh no, I'm going off based on what I've seen. He's an asshole.
he's an asshole.
Drew or Ethan.
Both.
Both.
And it's like, but the thing
Literally
is,
both.
we're talking-
Literally both of them.
We're
Yeah.
talking about a guy who calls his fan base the asshole army. Like it's
Right,
a part
yeah,
of.
right.
He
Yeah.
wants to be called an asshole.
Yeah, now we can't let him get off with that though. The only reason we can't
does.
because we also see when we're like, man, you're being kind of a terrible person right now. We've seen that too.
We just saw the
We've seen
academics.
that too.
So
There's
it's like
always
there's
too
always
far.
levels to it.
There's
like,
always too far.
I enjoy some good asshole content, but at the same time, when we're just like every so often we get when we're like,
We just
Why-
watched
why are you
level
doing this?
level 10 peer pressure. We just watched that.
It is, but it's like it's almost
that was just
like,
the one moment. The Whitney Cummings shit was crazy.
That was
because
because they
crazy.
got some weird type of
They
rigmarole
do, but it
between
was
them.
he has that with more than one person.
But it's almost like you love your drunk uncle when he's drunk and being fun, and then when he punches a hole in the wall, now everybody, you should stop drinking.
Yeah,
But you love that nigga every cookout.
Exactly.
Well, we love him too because he's probably drunk and he's like 70 and he's probably like was in the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like at least.
But when he
this
started
nigga's just
pissing in the plant
this
in the
nigga's
living
just,
room.
he's just a comedian and he's not old enough to get away with certain shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
like we letting older niggas get away with some shit.
Yeah.
This nigga's a veteran. He a little fucked up,
Say
but
he been
it,
through something.
it is what it is. You know what I'm
He
saying?
don't like loud noises. Nigga. Let him live.
Yeah, you gotta. There's an age to those type of like
Yeah.
fuck ups. Yeah,
Asian
but when you're
babies
like
frighten 'em.
when you're 40s, cognitively, we're like you haven't. It's not like you got you don't have Alzheimer's or some shit. We're like, okay, you're consciously just a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's definitely different.
But nah, it was funny seeing like Steiny just like talk about this again.
I
He
want
was
to see
like,
the clap
yeah,
back.
it's just an asshole,
I
Andrew.
want to see the clap back for sure.
Andrew's just an asshole.
The one thing I didn't when comedy enforcement was saying capitalizing off the Schultz hate. Were we early to the party? I just feel like I'm tired of the Schultz hate almost. Like, I know making a hateful Schultz video, I'm going to title this probably in some hateful way just because that's
You're a
what
shrewd
works.
YouTuber.
Yeah, I'm a shrewd YouTuber, but it's like, man, I'm getting burnt out just titling these shits like that because it feels like it's been over a year.
They say
Like,
this is not even passionate
Yeah.
no more.
this isn't even a current wave. So like when he said that, I was like, I don't know how much of a wave that is. This is just, he did it for so long. It's a perfect niche that you could always eat off of now because of how his behavior was for so long.
Yeah.
now it's coming up less frequently as throughout 2024 goes on. 2023, it was terrible. It was so bad. It was so bad last year.
It was
but
bad.
like it lasted so long that you could just do a documentary now on how he was an asshole to people, and it was more than 2023. It was more than that. But
and to that point, this isn't even one of like if there was a highlight reel of assholiness. This wouldn't
it's
low
low key light work. This is
it
light
wouldn't
work.
make the cut.
Yeah,
Like
this is not in the top 10 plays.
There's a clip where, like, I forgot what I think Akash's wife was in the studio.
Nigga.
Oh, I remember that. Way back.
That circumstance.
Yeah,
that was
a lot different.
That was crazy.
Just to give a quick note,
that was
like,
when Kaz was there too.
Kaz was back in the day. That Akash's wife was over doing some homework in the studio, and Andrew did the whole like, could you leave? You know what I mean? So that we can start doing our thing. And it's like, I don't know if she was in there being loud or noisy. Like, I don't think Indians study.
No, she was just there. She was just there.
You know what I mean?
She wasn't being a yogi.
Studying is a silent thing.
He just didn't want her there, and then he also had like the whole thing of like,
didn't want her
why
there.
are you even bringing your girl to a situation like this?
Yeah.
And it was she already didn't like him from something that happened previous.
Yeah.
And then
internal shit.
I literally just watched that clip maybe a couple of weeks ago, and then the cherry on top is like Akash is like crazy texting, like. He's clearly going back and forth with him and his girl. You know what I'm saying?
Even beyond.
And then he was like, "Oh wait, this is all recording."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "It was just, bro. It was that shit was so much
That shit
shit
was
in
crazy.
that clip, bro."
And even beyond that, so like the whole room was trying to tell Andrew, like, yo, that was kind of fucked up. what you
Everybody
did to
told
your
him.
friends.
Because in the it was like, can you leave?
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even no smooth
It's like,
way.
I don't remember exactly how it was said, but Akash.
It was definitely mutual. Everybody
Akash-
was unified in you are being a
It
asshole.
wasn't
right now.
mutual because the nigga, the husband of the room, was acting like a little, like
the
a
only
cup
one.
holder. He was
He's the
like,
only one, yeah.
I mean, it really wasn't that bad. You know, she is studying kind of loud. And it got to the point where Alex started defending Akash off camera, and then Akash and Andrew ganged up on Alex.
Oh
The
yeah,
shit was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Like-
it was crazy.
Like, first of all, I'm really protecting your girl, and you coming at me, and it's like I'm
because
looking
that's
out
what
for
Andrew's
you.
saying. I'm protecting your girl, right?
No, that
Alex.
nobody said it, but
No,
Alex
no.
Alex essentially was doing Akash's job,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then Akash started getting on him for that. It's kind of crazy.
it was a crazy
Yeah, it was
break.
a
Maybe
weird-
we'll do a full breakdown next
because
week.
that moment is important because it puts everything into perspective.
It was the
You know what I
beginning
mean?
of what we've seen throughout the years.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's the beginning. It's why his
Well,
asshole.
Schulz look like we're back on that train. You might get another 2-3 weeks out of us. You know.
Shit, we might go through your shit. Nigga. Where my camera at, nigga? We're gonna go through your history.
Yeah. But yeah, shit. Let's move off of this. We'll go back in on that next week.
Yeah, comment down below if you think Schulz is a butthole.
And comment down below if you love it. Pause.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
all right.
Yeah,
You
got
said
it.
butthole. You should have said the other one.
Wait,
They
all right,
would've
I gotta
made sense.
hit the thing now. All right, M4 on the Joe Budden podcast.
Watch your
Melissa
mouth.
Ford she stood on business when it came to Mandy because Mandy has been like doing tweets about her performance. Mandy has an issue with how M4 podcast. A lot of the same issues that people voiced in YouTube comments, Reddit posts. It's a lot of the same things. Mandy also has an issue with it. Only problem is Mandy is Mandy. She's not a consumer.
It's
in
worse.
terms of- it's
worse
another,
when it comes from your peers.
It's a peer,
Especially another woman.
Another black woman too.
And
Another
it's kind of
light-skinned
crazy.
woman, too.
It's so funny how like
Multi-textured.
women like M4 even like if they're in some sort of conflict on a podcast, right, and it's with a man, it's kind of delicately handled. Then they might talk out of turn or talk like kind of sideways or nasty the first time, but once it's like a woman responding, it's like you turned up all of a sudden. It's like, I know this is an in shape ass that's formed in this seat. You want this. It's like, damn nigga, what the fuck? Like, bro, women they activate when it's wartime.
Yeah,
women
they
be so
definitely do.
y'all be beefing like crazy. Like,
And this, we don't know how
they
long.
get it's so catty, bro.
Some of
It's
them
so
even
catty.
turned to niggas like she said, why is she up there? Hey, yo, run that take back, G. Run it back. Disgusted. She sound like a nigga from the Bronx.
Okay, go to this next. Is there
Disgusting.
there's a
No, a
chain?
nigga from the
Yeah.
Bronx would have been like, Oh, she
I
doubled
am
down.
disgusted. Oh yeah, it's a whole chain. It's like 8 to 12 or something like that.
And his dyslexia on display that said, "I'm disgusted."
They did.
One woman voice on the male-led podcast, and not 1 ounce of accountability be taken for women who lay their hands on men. Why did the cops run the footage back? I'm disgusted. 0 excuses for domestic DV and the women who think they can physically assault a man. So that's a take. Oh, and then leaning into the size difference between the two. Bitch, you fucking lying. Shaking my head.
No, you gotta lying.
But Mandy and M4 have lived 2 different lives. Like M4, they've lived 2 different lives.
I don't know, bro. M4 she was busting it open back in the day.
Yeah.
M4 was on private jets with
I feel like that's
Saudi
more
Arabia
disrespectful
princes.
than calling her a bitch.
Low key, I don't mean to put it like that, but I mean in my head, that's what I think. Like,
Well, I wasn't even saying on that. I was saying like just life-wise, like M4 is a bad bitch. So it's like
Right.
she was living the bad bitch lifestyle.
true.
Mandy
For sure. And
has-
she was a video vixen.
For sure.
The first one.
and that's why. I
and
said
there's
that.
a
Was Mandy not?
there's an ideology
No.
that
Mandy
comes
wasn't a
with
video vixen. She was just one of the early
of course-
female podcasters.
Of course, not a video vixen, but it's like, horrible decisions. She had a lot of sexual
It's
experiences.
different.
Like, it kind of
It's different though, because when you're just like when you're just an accountant, and when you're just like the hoe in the office, it's just like it's not on a mass stage. It's like we just know in town, or niggas that we just might know that, hey, she might put it on her.
And what was your
you know what
question?
I'm saying? But it's different when you're like sexually lifted up by all of hip hop.
Yeah.
And then you might have side missions that come out into the
I was about
light
to
here
say,
and there.
like,
So it's like the
M4 is
underground and the mainstream.
Kinda.
Yeah, like M4
So
is-
that means that Mandy might really be in the gutter, nigga. The underground queen?
In terms of M4, if I'm M4, I'm looking down. For sure. No questions
You're
asked.
looking down, but it's like, I mean, Mandy.
That's how M4 stood on it on that
On
on
the
that. I thought I had the link for the video.
There's
for
a
the
link
clip. Did I have a little
Nah, this is the Reddit. But I know the clip though. I know you took the clip you talking
yeah,
about.
pull
I
up
don't know
that
if it's
clip
in
because
here.
Let's see if we can
That's
find
not
it.
in here.
damn.
I have nothing against her personally. Her take this week. No, fuck that.
Can you go back to
I'll
that,
find
please,
it.
so we can have some context? Because what we're reading is what M4 said about the Sky Jackson situation, and that's what Mandy's talking about. Just for context.
Wait,
And
which one? You
Mandy
talking about
is-
the next one?
I think it was the next one I was reading. I have nothing against her personally. Her take this week on Sky Jackson and many other topics was baseless and irresponsible.
And that's
But-
another thing, like, to what y'all was talking about, I literally forgot. But when your job is to be feminine, there's a...
Have the female perspective.
Or
Yeah.
like, that's been Mel's life for a long time. Like, all she had to do was be feminine. Of
Be the
course,
woman in the
not
room.
saying she didn't work hard or whatever, but all she had to do was be in her feminine body. Mandy, on the other hand, man, Mandy lived a rough life. She lived half her life with no acrylic nails.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No,
She
literally.
had no idea
Literally.
what acrylic nails were.
And
so
honestly-
when
my
she
fault.
says your views on, DV is just, worded, like, what you mean a guy shouldn't hit back? It's coming from a real place because she's been in the real world.
It's coming from the gutter, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
Mel can look down, but it's like you don't have perspective up there.
Mel, the fact that Mel even responded angrily and not like a princess,
I got it.
you know what I mean? Like, I can't believe these peasants. Like, even with
You know
the
what I
accent
mean?
too. She could really try to get on another show with that improv, but she, I don't know.
She should have channeled her Princess
added it to
Diana
the-
to where it's
Alright,
like my tiara won't even allow me to think of things below this.
Precisely.
You know what I mean? Like, you should be kissing frogs somewhere.
All right, this is M4. Going
Until
in
it
on
loads.
Mandy.
But
This
I
is
say
a
something
Patreon.
else.
It's a Patreon episode too.
Hey there.
Episode 751.
We did
Yeah, I
it. Go
watched this
now.
joint.
The pageant.
Trade however you want.
I got a piss.
Can you blow
I'm
that up?
abstaining.
You abstaining from saying something to these bitches out here?
Tell me more. Expound. What happened?
If you didn't see it, I won't be the one to deliver it to you, but it's a few people playing on the good name with Savannah Ford.
Okay. Why don't you want to deliver the news?
Because then I'm messy like Flip.
Does anybody else want to
And
deliver
then
it?
I saw what Ice happened. I saw what happened with Ice one day when he came in and tried to deliver some news. I ain't trying to deliver the news, right? Like, we want to keep you coveted and protected. If you don't see it, I'm not putting it on your radar.
Exactly.
But it would
That's kind of what you explained to
sure
me.
would be
That's literally
nice.
what you said. You
Sure
was like,
would
yo,
be
if I don't
nice
see it, why would y'all even bring that to me?
It would be nice to come in here and smoke a bitch.
You know what? I'll give you an out. Go ahead. You won't be. I won't look at this as you being messy. Go ahead.
Yeah, but it's still me. The fans gonna say Joe Budden is messy. You ain't giving me an out. They gonna hang my ass. The docket can't be somebody starting the docket.
Okay.
And you ain't even gonna say no names. Just get a blanket, fuck these bitches, eat my fucking clit, bummy, dusty ass bitches.
Super duper blanket,
Y'all look
fuck
like
these
fucking
bitches.
Miss
Y'all
Piggy in the
listen,
face.
y'all got a lot of fucking shit to say about
There you
me
go.
being sitting up here. Fuck you.
There
I
we
know you
go.
want to be in this seat. Well, it's mine, all right?
Yeah.
The fucking couch
Yes.
has been shaped to my motherfucking ass. All right?
You fire with the claps too. I ain't that was fire. This couch has been molded to this ass. And if it was molded to y'all's, it'd be a lot wider. Big.
Big ass. This one.
Okay. I'll take it.
This in shape, tight, big ass.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna lie.
What?
Damn, that's crazy. I ain't like that.
Yeah, I ain't like it either.
I feel like her sex talk is. Ugh.
Yeah, that shit.
This big, nasty, wet. Like you like that? Ugh. I don't know. Nah, I can't. I'm sorry. Take this condom off. Let's go. But no, seriously, let's talk for real. Nah, I mean, that wasn't it. I felt like not only because Joe kind of
he had to pull it.
No, you don't.
Joe
can't.
had to kick the machine into that motherfucker.
Yeah, he put a quarter in and it got stuck at the top.
Motherfucker. Get my snack.
And it worked, but I wanted to be from her. You get what I mean? Like
really from the soul.
I wanted to be from like, hold on, Joe. I need to tell you something about this bitch.
Yeah.
Like right now.
Right.
Do you
It's
even
a
think
pressing
she
matter.
knew who she was talking to?
For sure.
Yeah.
You think?
Because once she
It didn't
said,
feel like-
In shape.
you want to sit in this seat. It wasn't even the in shape.
Oh,
the
yeah, that
the
part.
in shape is when it got personal.
Yes, it got
It was the when you want to sit in this seat. Because people always say, even though Mandy's left, she was one of the primary people dragging or talking bad about Joe when they left and shit like that.
yeah.
But then she changed around, like her tune started switching in terms of I understand why Joe was doing the things that he did as a business owner when she started going through her See the Thing Is breakup. So it's like people say that her energy towards Joe has changed since her See the Thing Is broke up, and now they're saying that it feels like she'd be trying to audition to get up on that couch to replace him for.
What had happened in the club when like Joe had went somewhere and saw Mandy and told her not to respond to Mel?
He said it's up. I mean, Joe, it was up for
But
Joe.
this
in
was
whole
after
clip too.
he said he had saw Mandy after this, right?
I can't remember. He possibly
I
did
think it
because
was-
he got
I thought
on
it
he got
was
on
before.
Spaces and was talking about it. If we go to 2 Clean Jones, he pulls it up. But let's finish listening to this clip real quick though.
She had more.
I mean, do I need to walk around?
If I was a girl, yeah, you shook shit up. You
Okay.
shook,
You
nah,
did.
hold up. You
All
shook
right.
shit up on the walk around.
Okay.
You shook shit up. You had them going. They didn't even. That was the one episode they didn't even critique us.
Not a single
I didn't see nothing out there about the topics.
That's
probably her last.
That's a really good
podcast.
point too. Y'all niggas are thirsty over M4.
They
It's
are.
kind of crazy.
Because I saw that walk around they talking
Wait,
about.
what do you mean?
It's
by,
kind of
like over
the fan
they're
base
thirsty.
is crazy thirsty over M4.
They
Like
are.
they actually don't care about the quality of the pot. She did like a walk around. You know, like
Yeah.
something happens, they all walk around the table.
Yeah.
She did a walk around. You know, body's nice, and niggas had no issues with that whole episode.
Is M4
It wasn't a single
like-
complaint.
I think she's attractive, you know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
can only imagine if I was 40 years old, you know what I mean? Like 35.
She be smoking.
Oh my God. Nigga, what?
I look at that as like,
And that's,
a whole
and
thing,
so
yeah, that's a whole
I'm
thing.
thinking,
I'd be like, great day. Nigga.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Great day.
What do you say? Must be jam because jelly don't shake like that. Or something. But,
No, dead ass though, dead ass. But
Nah,
yeah, that
but-
whole the fan base gets quiet when she shows off a little bit.
And most of his audience is 35 and up. So the way they're going to look at Mel is completely different Because they saw her when she was in
100%,
nigga.
100%.
Because even I look at her like, God damn, it's like, okay,
100%.
that's what I like him for.
Yeah.
I think she's cool.
Yeah, she's cool.
But so I mean, let's see if Mandy responds. I feel like Mandy responds mainly in tweets. Joe did get up on Twitter Spaces. If you go to we can go to two
Be
Clean
honest.
Jones now.
Who do you think Joe would bet on in an actual fight?
Mandy.
Yeah, in an actual fight.
Mandy.
Let's say actual fight first, and then
M4 is in shape though.
and then metaphor.
Mandy wins both. Mandy's winning both.
You think so?
In terms of
Yeah.
what? Well, what's the other one besides fight?
Speech, like a war of words.
I was about to say, and then the other one is back and forth.
Probably, yeah,
like,
for sure. Yeah.
When it comes to ass and it comes to words, well, maybe not ass, but yeah, she's definitely gonna talk circles around it.
For sure.
Which
That part
matters
for sure.
most.
I don't think it does.
It was
really.
fighting that was the other competition. I don't know why I said ass. But yeah, I think she whipped her ass and talk circles around it. Probably
And-
at the same time.
And it's crazy that Joe
Probably at the same time. It's crazy.
Yeah. That's literally how it happens.
I thought Two Clean Jones had it.
I don't see it up here.
And you know,
we only support one Twitter Space clipper, so Two Clean Jones. We're waiting on you to get that.
yeah, shout out to you, my
yeah, if it don't come from Two Clean Jones, we don't want it.
We don't recognize any other channels.
Man.
Yeah,
It's
but
not-
yeah, Two Clean Jones and Chigs.
Yeah, shout out to them.
A real journalist.
Yeah. Oh, nigga, only real publications, nigga. We take our shit very serious.
She's like the Associated Press around this.
Yeah, nigga.
When it comes to Joe, nigga, Chigs.
Oh, shit.
I love that shit. All right, but
Nah, man. I think
so yeah, I mean, I don't know how Mandy's gonna respond. I feel like she normally responds via tweet.
I don't think Mel should have responded.
I don't think this is big enough for her to talk about on the podcast.
Yeah, this is a great moment.
You think so?
Because also Joe's
It's a
taking
little catty.
Because Joe is also taking a healthy amount of shots.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's
Okay.
also because he also got on Twitter Spaces and was pretty much like, I told Mandy it's up. Like it's up. You come at N4, it's up. He almost wants to jump in too. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
him instigating her to go after Mandy though, or M4.
But
I mean,
he's-
yeah, for sure.
That's
Yeah,
a little pot stirring.
Yeah,
But
What
he's
he-
also
what he does best.
He's probably he's trying to usher her in like her first villain. You get what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, you know, when you were younger, sorry, you about to go.
But I
fight
do
this
wonder if he does have a problem with her. Like,
Yeah,
for
like
real,
don't
for
ever
real.
let nobody disrespect
If he has
you,
a real
nigga.
problem with
Yeah.
Mandy,
Go whip his
Yeah.
ass.
he might. There
I
might
think
be
he.
some
I think
there.
he definitely did. I think he definitely did when she was out there trashing him and his businesses and shit like that. But
It might still be that.
yeah, it's easy to not let those grudges go. I gotta let quite a few grudges go. If
Yeah,
it was
'cause
a,
white
if it was,
people remember them.
if it was a slight towards my business, yeah, it's probably up for a very long time.
Yeah.
Is Joe
yeah.
Budden gonna re-sign Mel? I heard like
Even though
was
the
looking-
things that Mandy was saying are valid criticism and shit like that, I think M4 has a really good place up there at the Joe Budden podcast. You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think
I don't even want
her to leave.
the fact that she does the same things all the time that piss everybody off. I think it's perfect. We can never get rid of her now.
You can't watch her leave. You'll watch her go. But
Right. But leave and never come back?
Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. We can have a guest appearance here and there if you want some. If you want what you would find acceptable female takes, we'll have the guest come in and do it as often. But you get M4 is M4. She's
What-
there to stay.
It's crazy. I can see Tasha K going up there talking shit.
Nigga, Tasha K's
What?
talking shit right now in the shower. Nothing. That's the safest place for her. She can't get sued
Tasha
in
K
there.
dreams and she's talking shit.
telling
Yeah.
the shower rod all this business.
But I mean, but no. Remember they canned her episode. That shit
Yeah,
never
they
came
did.
out.
Yeah.
She ain't going up.
Which is
there.
why I can see it's like I think if
She's
Joe
a
chooses
liability.
If Joe chooses to do it again, he would have to like
He wouldn't. I don't think because
But
remember
he
she trashed him too much afterwards.
Yeah.
call her on.
She got online.
She went
and-
crazy, bro.
She went crazy.
Yeah.
She
She's
hit him
literally
with
like lighting a firecracker indoors.
yeah. She hit him with the whole like I ain't know you ain't have no balls. You ain't no she
That
went,
was a crash out.
She crashed the
Yeah.
fuck out for
Yeah,
sure.
that was a crash out.
Yeah.
AJ was like, I like this.
Yeah, I think we covered it. I'm pretty sure we
did.
covered it. Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, because she was in the car on Instagram Live just
Going
losing her
crazy.
shit, bro. It was like, that's in little things like that.
Because she went to
Yeah.
somebody else right after who did the interview, and that's
Adam.
why she.
It was
that
Adam. She went to No Jumper. Yep.
Said, let me go to somebody with class.
Yep.
damn.
When she got it off.
But I will say though,
It's-
I will say Adam does have several moments where like
Adam.
22.
Okay.
He has several moments where like something happens to somebody trying to do some sort of collaboration on a large platform, right? As one of the hip hop media houses or big powerhouses, and they slighted that person trying to come by or something, and Adams welcomed them with open arms, gave them a great interview.
Oh, Adams Foster's home for imaginary podcasts.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, Adam got a couple of those, several people where they're like, hey man, all these black podcasts turned me down, and they got and we did the 1 million views over here instead, you know, and the white boy did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, Adam is
Adam's,
if
he's
he
not
was
a
an
hater, though.
animal, he was almost a vulture. Like the carcass is dead, but it's like it's still a lot of meat left.
No, it's warm still.
Adam, so a hyena?
No, that's a vulture.
Right.
A vulture?
That's a vulture.
Yeah, vulture's right.
Adam is the nigga that Adam
don't
is,
believe y'all niggas
Adam is
Steve
the
Irwin.
vulture that as the animal's dying and he has slowed his pace to like we're really just waiting on him to collapse. He's just hovering. He's just waiting for the collapse. So, so he can start picking them apart before they even hit the ground.
Yeah,
that's
nah.
Adam. But I respect it. Fuck it.
Yeah, you like vultures.
It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad. Everybody's a culture vulture too. You know what I'm saying? So that's always the funny thing too with like the whole culture vulture thing. We only put it on white people, but everybody is. We're all vulturing off of the same culture.
Oh, for sure.
Like it's the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing the same shit. It's just when you're white, it's just it ain't right.
Yeah, you just don't have the license to it.
You don't have the complexion for protection.
It's like walking
In
in
hip hop,
Yeah.
they have the protection for protection in life.
Yeah.
You need that medicinal card to buy weed,
But
nigga.
real quick, just going back to the whole M4 situation, there's no other woman that could be on there
Not true.
that I can think of. Like,
Oh no,
actually
I'm
name.
sure there could be, but I don't know. Just because
But like, yeah,
I
who?
think she fits it well. I think she fits so in
Because it can't.
in the criticisms and why she is bad. I think they're so consistent. I think it works perfectly.
And it helps.
And they're
It really
good.
It helps.
It works perfectly.
Every person now is like public fodder for a certain thing. You know what I'm saying?
The thing that Ish annoys you for,
Yeah.
it's perfect. We can't get rid of him now
Yeah.
because there's a certain the thing that you love and hate about everybody is so prominent,
Right.
that everybody fits.
And it all creates conversation. And it all
Yeah.
keeps the ecosystem fed.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy. Joe Budden actually convinced me that these niggas might be like, a family for real. Like for a while, I was like, man, you gonna keep trying to make me believe y'all got chemistry. And it's like I knew it on air, like they was probably, rambling and riffing together.
Yeah.
Real
They
nice.
be
But
going
like the
out
fact
with each
that
other
y'all
now.
are actually cool,
They do be
like
going out,
it
yeah.
took a
Going
while
out,
for me to get sold on the like. I'm texting this nigga after this.
Yeah.
Not about this either.
Right. Also, what do you are you about to get dinner or some shit?
Trying to go hoop or something.
Yeah.
It's like, have you eaten today? Just say what you about to say. Yo, AJ, don't ever ask me that shit, man. Don't ever ask me, yo, Jay, you been hydrated today, my nigga?
I'll never drink again, nigga.
Right, nigga, what
Oh
the
my
fuck?
god.
You eating today?
Yo.
Say yes if it's on you.
All right, I think outside of that, I think that should be enough.
Goodness.
Okay, real quick. Before, after this, we're gonna get into office hours. I think we're just gonna lightly touch on this.
Before, after.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense at all. So let's just let me just talk about the two things that like are on the top of my mind. We got this Taxstone versus Akademiks because Taxstone got a phone back and he's back on Twitter Spaces. Rocky Thunder was hosting them. He had a moment, right? He had a moment where he went in on Akademiks, and then Akademiks had a double whammy. So he's got the Taxstone thing happening, where Taxstone just violated him, and then his case hit Twitter. So like
That's what happened?
and the pictures and the screenshots dropped. That was crazy.
Yo, did
I
you
still
see
haven't
that
seen
shit?
those.
Nigga.
It was.
I haven't seen those. I still haven't seen them.
Can I
myself.
just, is it safe to describe it?
I don't know. Go for it.
It's one of the, like, all right, so
If he doesn't know.
they're on, it's a picture, it's a picture.
It literally
they're by
looks,
the pool.
It looks like a corn scene.
They're by the
100%.
pool, but they're on concrete. I read it. So apparently she was
yeah.
on concrete. The one nigga, I don't know how, because her head, there's nothing for her, like her head to hang off of. But, he's power driving, face fucking her like that. But she's on the ground, so I was confused. Like, there's nowhere.
Where's he getting his leverage?
The leverage. Thank you. Somebody help me. The
Where's he
leverage.
getting his leverage?
And the other niggas, he's doing his thingy thing, but they're on concrete.
He has the bottom torso.
Right.
It was kinda crazy.
If you see the pictures of her back, she was like
They say she got drug on her back.
the person had no idea that she was on concrete. She was incoherent, and like it's just scars.
Did it look bad?
It looked.
It didn't look good.
It didn't look
It
good.
looked bad.
It wasn't Rihanna level like picture of injuries, but it was like,
Put it like this, Tony. Hoes have been through worse things, but we cannot let this just like scathe by.
we cannot.
You
We
get what I mean?
can't-
Like, this is a
exactly.
situation.
It's serious.
Oh, I'm not trying to let it skate by, nigga.
Yeah.
You just trying to understand, but I'm just
trying
like,
to understand.
I
I'm just trying to understand. I haven't seen these images. I haven't seen these
I know,
graphics.
but nigga,
what kind of Twitter y'all have?
But now,
No,
what type
it went crazy viral.
what type
And then-
of cameras does AK have? It's like,
And what it doesn't make it, what makes it worse is like this is the lawsuit that dropped, right? So we can actually like read it, see some of the pictures that are in the lawsuit. And also what Akademiks kind of got on stream and was like talking about a lot of the things that he said on that crash out stream when he was racing home
and alluded to,
and was like trying to break the case before 𝔓𝔬𝚃 dropped.
Yeah.
The news about it was used in the in the lawsuit. Like,
of course,
Akademiks on his live stream said in quotations, and it was like a lot of excerpts from that exact live, from that crash out, and it's like, ooh. And mind you, to be fair as well, just to throw this out there as well, Akademiks doesn't have a criminal case at all. He has a civil case.
Yeah.
So that's
And
another thing.
He was in none of the footage, correct?
Correct. I don't
Nah.
think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
That
I don't
back,
know.
that back is noticeable.
Yeah,
You would
yeah.
see that hunch, them shoulders.
Oh, yeah,
hunch.
yeah.
she fucking a Ninja Turtle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I forgot I was
Let me
about
see if I can find the picture.
But no,
Oh, this is all Jameson's fault, though. This is all Jameson's fault.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because he started this Spaces off, and I'm not gonna lie, like the analogy wasn't that bad. Like he was like, "Yo, this kind of what Tupac was going through," but you never compare a certified real nigga to an alleged square.
yeah, especially a thespian.
That'll set another real nigga.
Even
off.
if he is like probably one of the most like renowned thespians ever, but these are the pictures. And like you see, like
Yeah.
they look bad. They're not terrible.
That looks like a
is
straight
that a
bite.
bite mark?
That is a straight bite mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were enjoying themselves, clearly. That's fucked up to say, but
yeah, that's fucked up.
yeah, it was
Well, I
fucked.
mean, I'm pretty sure most
Is this
rapists do.
is this the black and white pool picture in here? Because you don't want to
Yeah,
put that
it
on.
is. I
You
won't
don't.
put that one
Yeah,
on the
don't put that on
screen.
the
I won't put
screen.
that one on the screen. But yeah, that's right here.
You see what I mean? Like there's no leverage. How's she doing that? You get what I'm
like
saying?
She's on her back, so it's,
It's
like,
like,
that's
I don't
the-
want-
Well,
I don't
she's turned
want-
to the side a little bit.
I don't want to say
neck
like
return.
I want to say that this feels wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't want to base that off what y'all niggas say because y'all be stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
What you mean?
I don't know. Like you know how like somebody like paints the picture for you and then you see the picture so you can only see what they
Yeah.
painted for you.
Yeah.
He painted the picture.
Well, regardless though. But you co-sign, so don't try to weasel
I
your
just
way out of
said.
this.
I just said it was a quarantine.
He was like, yeah.
I said it was a quarantine.
He did say
That's
that.
an ad lib, nigga.
And,
said it at the beginning.
and I think I
But these
described it
niggas
kind of
do.
perfectly.
They just feel like they're doing something they know they're not supposed to do.
They've done this before
Yeah,
too.
they've done this before.
For sure, 100%.
Yeah, this is bad.
I think it being
This-
in black and white is probably making you think that.
Security cam, man.
You're right. It's out of context, like Charlotte.
The fact that anytime
it's
you see
also-
footage on a security camera, it's like
Yeah.
something about feels like we shouldn't be seeing it.
It feels like they got caught. Like
This
security
is-
camera, you got
this
caught.
is
nigga.
this is what security cameras footage looks like. It catches these moments.
And honestly, like, you know, we're talking about this lightly. DV, whatever happened to her is very
Great.
bad.
No, this
Great.
is beyond DV. This is
Great.
this is full on.
It's
Well,
very bad.
I don't even know. That's why I don't want to touch too much on it, just because
It-
we don't have all the
but
information.
We do know it's
And
DV.
we-
Somebody got hurt.
And it's only we don't know it's DV because it's only a civil case. There's no criminal at all. So this is just a bad moment right now that we're describing right now because there's no criminal case.
But the whole
I don't know. It's so confusing, bro.
It is
Akademiks
weird.
got on stream again though. I just wish he would stop talking on stream. Even though I know that he said that it's not criminal and nothing can happen to him, this just feels like it just feels like he shouldn't be
You want to
talking
know?
about this.
He's trying to play it off like a real nigga, but no real nigga is gonna try to play this off.
No.
It's
Real
like
niggas gonna shut the
you
fuck
can't.
up. Shut the fuck
There's
up.
no
Yeah.
real nigga way to play. Even if it wasn't you, you just kind of have to like accept defeat as a man.
Which is why I think he feels comfortable because this is not me. So I can talk about it a little,
Yeah.
like, you know, like them niggas.
I wonder about the liability though of everything. I wonder if you ever reach out to Star because Star did say reach out to him.
The
What is, we might have to call late. Like, what is his liability in this situation?
The fact that it happened on your property.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Being
Oh,
being
100%.
because the thing with being liable is that if you're found liable and you like lose a libel case, now you lost and now this is your fault that something happened on your property. Then we can double back for criminal if we felt like it because you've already had to pay out because you were found that this was your fault. So something criminally might be your fault.
And how
But
long-
that just
But I
seems
don't know.
like that just seems
But
like the
all I know is
weirdest-
that being liable is not a good thing either.
But like, how liable could he possibly be for this?
I understand.
If it happens on your property, if it
liable.
happens at your home, period, it's an
You're
issue.
liable, yeah.
But like, so if somebody like broke into my house and kidnapped my daughter, am I
No, if it-
liable for that?
Yes. No.
It's not a black and white situation.
That's like if you have a pool and a kid in the neighborhood breaks in and drowns in your pool, you're liable for that.
Because he broke in and drowned
Yeah.
in my
Yes,
pool.
yes,
So am I liable
yes.
if a burglar like gets a splinter?
I think there's cases of that where like
Yes.
niggas have broken in. I cut my hand on the glass window that I broke, and I'm
Yeah.
suing you as a property owner.
If somebody's working on your gutter
That
and they
shit
don't have
happens.
insurance,
You know how
and
many
they
times
fall,
I've hurt myself in here? I didn't know I could have blamed you.
Bruh, it's a real thing.
It's like that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a real thing. Yeah.
And it's a real thing. But
how far does it go though? That's my
I
question.
don't. That I don't
Totally.
know.
Like, that's
that
not-
I don't know.
It's not black and white, but it's black and white in a little
But long
way.
story short, there's only so much we can go in on. I just saw. I did see his stream where he was saying that he's probably talking too much, like right now, which any talking is too much talking. But then he did say that we'd get an official statement from him and his lawyers about everything.
It doesn't
in
even matter.
September. But I mean,
That
in the
picture is
meantime,
crazy.
he just kind of got to go through and
that shit is.
he just kind of go through and eat this thing that's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
The picture's just crazy.
Anytime the picture comes out, anytime a picture of footage comes out, it's yeah.
And the thing is, like, you know, with like threesomes or trains, whatever you want to call this, like, if you doing it through the hole, like the little hole, and you don't
hole?
take your pants off, like, nigga, you trying to go too quick.
No,
You're not trying to stay for anything.
You trying to make sure there's no like DNA samples left over, like you ain't lose a pube or something. A pube.
Right.
But yeah, that's some real.
I don't know, it's messy. But do y'all want to listen to a little bit of this?
Yeah, because we didn't even really talk about what's going on with Tax and DJ Akademiks. We kind of talked about the case, but like Taxstone is on this hill of like, if you're gonna be tough with women, be tough with dudes too. Which is like, you know, that's kind of like, that's the easiest talking point for him to take. But there's a lot of people in the comments coming at Tax as like the moral hypocrisy of it all. Like, nigga, you in jail for shooting a nigga. You gonna talk about him being hard on women?
That's what Ak was cooking him on too.
It's a bad point because he's technically logically consistent. Like, his whole argument against what Akademiks does is that, like, I'm trying to think of like a woman he's bashed like really hard. Like, who's
Young
an example?
Miami.
A Young Miami.
Young Miami or SZA.
Yeah.
He'll talk about a Young Miami in a light that he'll never speak on, like an alleged real tough nigga.
Right.
But
well, he had the issue that he said that Akademiks, he speaks crazy to women, but he never includes I'm gonna get the DA involved. But when he talks tough to a man, he's like, I'll call the police on this hoe ass nigga.
Essentially.
And that's his biggest issue. The fact that he would call the police. So then Jameson did clarify. He was like, okay, so if he talked tough with women and also said, and whatever nigga you plan on sending, I'm gonna get the police on them. Then Taxstone said, yeah, I can accept that. It was kind of a crazy conversation, honestly.
Yeah,
When I break it down like that,
that
is a simplified version of
He
what
tried to
happened,
make it
though.
where consistency was what he's looking for.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Okay.
It was strange.
Yeah.
I don't know what was happening.
Yeah. But Tax is logically consistent.
Yeah, nah,
Because he's
he
being
is.
tough with niggas.
He
Tax,
is.
for all intents and purposes, he's
And
being
I
tough
like
with
how
niggas.
everybody, like, I mean, I get it. Like, he shot somebody, but this can't be the reason to, like, say he's wrong every time. Like, Tax, you shot somebody.
and you're
You're
in
not
jail.
human. Nobody
Or you're
cares
in
about your
jail.
opinion.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
most of our leaders, black leaders, have been to jail.
Everybody.
Wallow.
Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Nelson
I didn't know
Mandela.
Tax was a black leader, though.
Yes, he's a black leader.
Man, he wasn't calling him that,
But
though. But he was just like, he was just like to
Just a lot
nigga
of,
more. We
just a lot of people with importance.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
accept less from niggas of more importance.
Exactly.
Right.
Thank
you. Yeah. You wasn't smart enough to get it out.
Yeah, whatever, nigga.
Yeah, let's listen to a little bit of this. I don't know.
From the jump?
Nah,
yeah,
never mind.
about to
I'm
say
just going
when
to put it in the description.
I'm about to say I use my powers, nigga.
Yeah, let's move over to office hours. Yep. So we can get up out of here.
Yep. Favorite part of the show, hashtag office hours, hashtag office hours, hashtag office hours in the comment section below to get your comment read. Or you can go to our page, send us an audio clip, you know, and we'll get jiggy with it, you know, that way too. But yeah, we got a lot. You said that paragraph one is good. Should we say that one for last?
I try to get the audio ones out the way first.
I bet. But
I need to
yeah,
connect.
just to reiterate, really appreciate y'all putting in these office hours, man. There was a point in time we was only getting 2. It was PD and
Nutso.
Nutso was another one. But what were?
I'm so glad you said that.
What's that old white dude?
Cletus.
Cletus. Yeah, Cletus.
And Cletus.
Shout out Cletus.
Shout out to Cletus.
Cletus still here too.
Yeah, Cletus still here. You know, he doesn't comment every now and then, but you know, he's still alive and kicking it. So, you know, appreciate everybody that takes the time out.
And we don't want Cletus to feel obligated to have something to say. Like sometimes niggas genuinely don't have questions.
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing.
And, you know, while we're here, like the video, you know, we're nearing the end. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm sorry. Let's do let's do a reading one first.
All right.
Click on the best one, Lauren.
Shout out leak, #office hours. Have y'all experienced a friend self-delete? Has there been times where you heard of someone passing away tragically, but you still didn't care? Is that wrong / messed up not to care if they were an old friend or a passing acquaintance?
Oh my, your cadence on that made my heart jump. Have y'all experienced a friend
Another
self-delete?
man should never make your heart beat.
That
#dead ass. Don't care about your dead ass.
I have had I wouldn't say friend, but when I was training at one of the coaches, you fucking, you know, self-deleted. It was crazy.
Damn, for real?
Like, I came in the next day, niggas, like, usually we jog before we do our thing. He was just like, just sit down. We're waiting until niggas get here.
Right.
I'm sitting down. I'm sitting down cool and shit. Like, and it's like, yeah, you know, passed away. You know what I mean?
That's not his name, is it?
I mean,
You can mark
legally,
that.
that's nobody.
Just mark that.
that's nobody's
That's
name.
nobody's name.
That's nobody's name, nigga.
And he passed.
And another thing, like,
Yeah, his family though. Do niggas know him for that name?
Nah,
No.
I don't think.
Okay.
Big,
and
like,
even
I know
then,
like 4
I'm
big
just all
countries.
I'm asking is it his nickname or not? It's a yes or no.
I mean,
Did you call him that? Did everybody call him that?
he went by
I feel like you in
multiple different names. He went by multiple different names.
The answer's yes.
Yeah,
I
the
put
first,
it-
middle, and
The
last.
answer is yes. Just
I put it-
mark
I've
it.
already
Niggas
marked
call
it.
me
Okay.
Menace. If you
Yeah.
like, it's like that's all I'm asking.
Okay, if
But
you just so
being-
happened to be in North Carolina and Royce Gracie and you just knew him, but he was a great guy, and yeah, he was a good guy. That was the only time he was a
But
good
did
guy.
you care? Oh well, I want to ask that question.
Well,
I never knew anybody that was a close friend that self deleted. Is this wrong to not care? I mean, it's wrong to vocalize that, but I mean, people die every day too, so I don't care about everybody that die. Like, there's just what? How many people die every second?
It's
You know what I'm
wrong,
saying? Like,
yeah.
there's a statistic of somebody dying every second or minute. Can't feel all of them. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, it's wrong to, like, you know, to say you don't care or to make jokes, because I had to hold myself back from that shit he just said.
Yeah.
There was a couple obvious ones, but
Like what?
well, I wouldn't be holding myself back if I said them, nigga.
Nigga, who feelings you think you gonna hurt?
I mean, we can't say the nigga name, so I definitely can't clown him for suicide. You be that.
Nah,
You see how I did that? Yeah, I bleeped it myself, Lauren. You good?
But nah,
yeah,
I
nah,
definitely.
I've never. Go ahead.
I was about to say,
So this is a sad one, nigga.
but you said
It's a good way to start us off.
I
This is sad
definitely,
office hours.
I definitely cared though, because it was different. Like, you know, one day you just see a nigga just, you know, walking around, moving around, smiling, joking, throwing punches and kicks. It's like, and then the next day
Throwing
it's
punches and
over.
kicks.
Yeah, throwing punches and kicks. It's over.
But all right, yeah, we can move to this next one.
Damn, Lee, you never. You're normally not that
Yup,
depressing.
this one. Y'all are gonna love this one.
Yo,
I think.
white people watch us?
Put this on screen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's amazing.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nassau here again. First off, I'm surprised Jay Nobles kind of got it half wrong, half right. I don't know why he always got like nuts on his mind, because that's the only way he says it. Second off, hopefully your dog's getting better. My question basically is, going on the pace of family again. As you can see, I look pretty white, but I'm technically half Arab. Like, my grandfather's genes are like so fucking strong that look basically like him. I will send another picture so you can look at it. But have you seen like people that like that again, that are like mixed, but one side is way dominant and it's the white side? And yeah, if you want to joke, you can joke. I'm not like Danny, so peace.
That was funny.
little cherry on top.
Okay, I can take a joke. I'm not from the swamp.
So yeah, he does it like a regular white man, and he sent pictures of what his dad looks like. Like his, he really comes from like an Arab side. Like he showed his grandfather. Then his dad. I airdropped.
I feel like I could see that. I could imagine it. But
fuck.
Yeah. Wait, what was this question again? How do we feel when like you're mixed? But
That's him and his dad right there.
Dominant? Yeah, nah, your dad looked like.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yo, what's
that movie?
He said he could take the joke.
What's that movie?
Your dad is definitely getting randomly checked at the airport.
Your dad
in America.
reminds me of Borat.
Yeah. Borat.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Yeah.
But
and then she got a picture of his grandfather.
And if that's
this is where he looked just like his grandfather.
Oh, nigga, your grandfather looked like he worked on a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, he looked like
he looked like he studied gamma radiation. But yeah, nah, you do look exactly like this nigga. And to your question, which I think was like, how do you feel about?
Have you ever had family? Last week he asked, have you had a family member that didn't fuck with you, and then they started fucking with you? And now that this is the thing, I've seen this before. We don't have this in my family, but I've seen where like the lighter skin or the one that's like white passing, the black side is not fucking with them, like the grandparents. So that does make sense.
Word.
Yeah.
See, it's kind of different for me on both sides. Like my mom's a little different. Like, if you look at me, I look like I belong to my dad's side of the family.
Okay.
Because like we all tall, we all got like the same face, damn near,
Gotcha.
brown skin and all that. Like, it's all the same.
That's just crazy.
But I've seen that though. I haven't had to deal with that just because I got nigga on both sides.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'm sorry that your white half was dominating you, knew so.
Benny music is hashtag office hours. I recently seen Olay on my explore page, so I proceeded to explore her IG. Y'all need to get her and her assets back on the man. The new set looks great, gentlemen. Yeah.
Gentlemen.
Yeah, I like how he tried
Y'all
to.
suck so far, nigga.
Y'all need to get her assets back.
Yeah.
Right. That's so funny how they like. That's it. This is
it's
this is a
funny.
nigga that comments on Melissa Ford on the JBP.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure.
For sure.
He
Yes.
just put the tongue emoji when she walked. But
right.
we think Olay's greatest asset is her intelligence.
Facts.
So we would love to have that back
Yeah,
on.
man, her brain.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit that intelligence right next to me.
I'm gonna do. Let's just do this. Actually,
you want to do the video?
I'll do this one. Hashtag office hours. Yo, what's good? How y'all gonna make a Reddit page and not interact on it? I'm over here making memes and shit, getting more likes than your hard post. Come on, this how y'all gonna treat a brother? LOL. Nah, but in the future, would y'all join a podcast basketball tournament? Like JBP versus
Whoa. Okay. Let's breathe.
He's the worst.
That shit.
Hold on.
He's the worst.
I know you need $5 to understand the content.
Exactly.
You need $5.
You need
You're
$5.
trying to understand the content, but you're
was
the
that
worst.
No, I'm not. But that
You're the
was one
worst.
of the most, because you know what just happened just now?
No, you
Is
we know what happened.
I was gonna change it, but then I heard y'all say, I heard Lauren say, yeah, but he just changed his words, and then I was like, okay, let me just get through this word.
You're the worst. That makes you the worst.
That doesn't make me the
You
worst.
see, you thinking about what Lauren's saying
I
while
was
you
about to
reading.
say.
Because it just happened. Like JBP versus No Jumper versus Back on Fig versus Homeroom versus 𝔂𝔏𝐺𝑎𝑙𝑜, etc. would be fire.
But not only did you almost turn, like you.
No.
It wasn't that crazy.
Nah, it was a little wild.
It
it was so
was.
crazy to where I wasn't even reading with you, but you struggled so hard. I was like, what the fuck is he trying to say? Somebody must have put Tremotra
I was about to say.
trigonometry, nigga.
Yeah, nigga. Nah, even your brain should know.
Nigga, there's nothing to do in these moments. Y'all don't understand. This isn't. It's just you got to fight through it sometimes.
Yeah.
What disorder do you have, nigga? Like,
Oh man, it's stuttering. All right,
Yes.
but yes, we would join the basketball league.
it
And
would be
we-
pointless.
We're watching No Jumper,
Again, nigga.
and we're watching Back on Fig. It would really only be against 𝔂𝔏𝐺𝑎𝑙𝑜. That would be some
And no, it's only
some
Gilly.
sort of competition.
Gilly,
Gilly's the
Yeah.
only person that can offer competition, and we got 4 niggas, so he gonna have
Yeah.
to bring another 3. And I don't think he's not that good to where he could just overcome.
Yeah, but his other 3 are like
They're gonna-
retired
he's
NBA
gonna
fucking
bring-
players.
Well, no,
We're getting
really
washed
his
then.
other 2 because Wallow there.
Oh, other 2, yeah.
And so that's a.
But you know,
He's bringing
you'll
2
guard
NBA
Wallow.
players.
Yeah, you guarding Wallow.
but you
He's
know,
bringing 2 NBA players. We're getting
Wallow not gonna play. He gonna be the coach.
I saw Wallow do a Euro step in a big 3 fucking celebrity game the other day. That shit was kind of insane.
I don't even
It's like
think
a wallow trying to use.
I can't
that
even
stuff? That's
picture
crazy.
like back on Fig. I can't picture Smack or T-Rail dribbling a basketball.
Hell
No.
Like that just that image sounds crazy to me.
Tiny?
No.
Nah, man.
Nah,
man. We take
Can't even see.
Like Tiny, I feel like we got.
Nobody,
I feel like Tiny, we got to do those. What are those drills in football where you're on your back, you flip over and run towards each other?
oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like I
Yeah.
feel like we would do shit like that with Tiny.
Yeah.
But
He's
basketball,
make it fair.
I don't know. Football seems more of his thing than basketball.
He's
Like,
a
I can-
burly nigga.
Yeah, I can see him playing football before basketball.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play this audio office hours.
Yeah, nah, we will ball their ass though.
All right.
Fuck him up. And we will be. I'll try my best for the Reddit page. Yeah, because I know of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point though. Yeah, I don't even be in it. I need to be on our own.
I'll be in it. I'll be upvoting shit.
Or,
Yeah.
Upload.
All right.
You don't be memeing.
What's good? This is a # office hours. This is Jay from South Carolina. I'm not sure. Y'all probably fucking recording right now, but my bad. I've been trying to get this shit off for maybe like 3 weeks. I had 3 different questions, but y'all covered them. The stuff that I was going to ask is probably redundant. But what other, I guess, obscure podcasts do y'all follow? You know what I mean? Because I'm sure y'all don't want to get pigeonholed in the nigga net, you know, the Joe beef, the fucking Fig community back on Fig, you know. That shit is just like a revolving door, nigga, of pure destruction. How often do y'all watch Tiger Belly? How often do y'all watch Theo Vaughn?
That's a good question.
Y'all have actually got me into watching a little bit of Steiny and them, you know. But what other podcasts do y'all watch? Or do y'all have any suggestions for other good podcasts in alternative spaces? Because, you know, this nigga and that shit, man, like, shit is exhausting, fam. Like, this shit is like dog eat dog, man. You could just bet that in 2 weeks, yo, somebody's going to destroy each other or try to do.
I got a couple more. Hold on. He sent a long one.
It's the same question?
Yes.
But anyway, that was it. Just was asking for suggestions on alternative podcasts. I think y'all need to peep out Tiger Belly a little more, depending on the guests. But I was asking for y'all suggestions as well.
It's another one.
Another question.
What should we answer the first one?
We'll stop.
Yeah, we
And,
should answer the first one first.
Guys, let's not try to make these long-winded, all right? You know what I mean? Let's just get to the question.
I got it at 1.5 speed.
And even beyond that, like, you don't got to beat around the bush with us. Just say white. Like,
Yeah.
What white podcast did we watch? He kept saying obscure.
Well, no, obscure is like the therapy frog. That is obscure shit.
Okay.
But like
It's white shit too.
Yeah.
Obscure to niggas.
Yeah, obscure to niggas. There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
I say-
alternative podcasts, like, I watch Kill Tony. I watch Joe Rogan. Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast
Those
is
are
pretty
definitely
good.
not obscure at all. Those are huge, successful podcasts.
Nah, because it's confusing because he said the nigga net. So when he says the nigga net,
Okay,
and
yeah.
getting tired of listening to like these
Yeah,
type of
because when you're on H3, he moves like a nigga net person. Like H3, Ethan.
Oh, Ethan, yeah.
Like the nigga always has a problem with somebody.
Yeah, he does.
Always.
He does.
So
The
it's
white
like,
star.
yeah.
It's just not niggas though.
It's just not niggas. It's other white folks. So
He wants to
it's
see white beef.
I was about to
honestly,
say.
the whites do beef just as much. It's just we don't care about it as black people because they're not embedded in our life, I guess.
Nah, I care about black beef. I've been trying to. I said black beef, white beef.
Yeah.
I've been trying to like get interested in it more.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know what I
funny
mean?
what they beef over. I'm so used to what niggas normally beef about that like if Ethan from H3 and Schulz really have a going back and forth about him being an asshole, I'm gonna be like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because this nigga's been called an asshole for years, and he finally decided to go to the war at this point because it just got up underneath his skin the
It
right
just
way.
happened. You know what I mean? Like, I do get what you're saying though. Like, sometimes black beef it be over something as silly as suck my dick
or unfollow.
You know what I mean? Something
Yeah.
stupid, like something trivial.
Yeah, nah, black beef cook faster. White meat take a little bit minute. Take a little bit more time.
Just don't say nothing. Just let him sit. Let him sit. How fast is Puerto Rican meat cooked? Fucking butcher. Why are you the
I don't
expert on how fast meat?
You tell
cooks,
me, nigga.
I know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't speak from experience.
Just left your tribal land, nigga. Yeah. But I'll say probably Rick Glassman.
I still fuck with Rick Glassman for
I
sure.
like his podcast.
I do need to watch more of Bad Friends podcast because this shit is always good every time I watch it, honestly. And it is guest dependent. But they are funny. That the little like them on camera and they're behind the scenes. They all have good chemistry, but they mainly have guests as well.
Yeah, nah.
I do need to watch it more though. Get into that world.
Yeah,
staying on. Can you mark that last one too that I just said? Because I don't think we've. I'm gonna clean this whole thing up. Let's listen to the rest of this audio though.
I'm gonna do a podcast as well. My friends, they're fucking lazy and just uninspired. What would you suggest in terms of identifying people that have the same taste in podcasts, the same humor, you know, that you could kind of get together for a podcast? You know, I realized that you guys had 2 separate podcasts already. So I guess like AJ, how did you find out about Tone Groove and J Nobles, and like what was the olive branch? How did y'all meet? And what made y'all say like, yo, let's try this podcast shit out? Because, you know, most of my friends are not in the same state I'm in.
It's 2 more. It's quick though, 30 seconds.
Most of my good friends that would do it aren't in the same state. And the podcast I want to do is in person. I don't want to do the fucking Zoom meeting bullshit. You know what I mean? So I'm setting it up. But what was the olive branch? What was the way that you saw them? And what made you say like, yo, we need to link up with them? And just what's the suggestion for finding like-minded individuals who I could possibly do a podcast with?
That, like, there's no answer to that last question for real. There's really no answer.
How to find somebody?
Like that's almost like how do you make a friend?
It's got to find you.
Yeah, it just has to.
Nothing in my way.
Sorry. Damn. Instagram.
Was that A Brown music?
No, it was Instagram. It was just, I got to disconnect the phone. I was closing the DM.
But yeah, like, it just has.
Yeah, I mean, how we all found each other is, you know, the cream rises to the top. So get to the top, you realize, oh, there's another nigga up here.
Yeah,
they got their own shit popping. But I mean, we seen each other, you know, it was online shit. But then 3 Oak Podcast had a live show. We have told this story a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Justin was able to come. Tone wasn't there. But we did the whole industry dap up. What up, nigga? We got to work.
Mm-hmm.
Us working actually happened maybe 6 months, almost a year later. It really was on some industry shit.
Yeah, see you next year.
Yeah, it didn't happen until 6 months later, maybe a year later. Then they were on 2 episodes of 3 Oak Podcast back to back. The first episode, they only lasted an hour. Like, because it was last minute. I think I hit them the day of the recording type shit, and y'all only had an hour.
I just pull up.
And then the second episode, we did the full podcast, like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But even more so, like, finding a homie like that you could pod with, that shit is almost like catching lightning in a bottle. Like, it would be times where I be thinking I was actually fortunate that my homie wanted it as much. Not even could do it, because it's like I knew he could do it. Right. And there's plenty of homies that probably could do it, but like the fact that he was as dedicated as me.
Oh, I feel that.
That shit is kind of like,
that's the hard part.
It's kind of rare. Like
Absolutely.
I was never like, yo, Justin, like, you don't want this shit as much as I want it. Like, we just both was on the same page. So it's almost like I couldn't even tell you how to do that shit. It kind of happened.
And on top of that, I think what would help find that,
you
might not have to find that depending on what kind of show you feel like developing too.
Literally.
So like if you kind of develop a show that we're coming there for you, and the people that you have on are semi-regular, but they're not fixated, you might want to go for the person that's completely opposite of you.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
I agree. I would recommend working backwards. Like, what are you trying to create, and then fix it from there. You know what I mean?
Or just try people out. Run it as a solo man podcast, and just keep auditioning friends by having them say. But just hit your friends up and be like, "Yo, you want to do a podcast tonight?" And find out who's having the most fun with it and who you're getting the best episodes out of. Yeah. And then after a couple of weeks, be like, "All right, you want to just do this for the year?" Because I feel like, I don't know what y'all did, but I know when we started the 3 Oak Podcast, me and Shane came together, and I pretty much told him, let's just try this for a year. Yeah. That was like, our agreement was 1 year every week.
Let's just do it, man.
Yeah, so no matter what happens, if nothing happens within that 1 year, we'll quit it. It'll be whatever. We'll take the L on the investment of $300, $400 on the equipment, and it's whatever. But we'll just see what happens in a year.
Yeah.
But then like at the end of that year, on like episode 42, we went from like 20 plays to 150. So that, for us, that greenlit us for year 2.
Literally.
Type shit, you know what I mean?
See,
So-
like, ours wasn't even that formal. We just stopped and never started.
We started and never stopped.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, I got you.
I got some of your dyslexia.
It's all good though.
But nah, for real though, it was never like,
let's do this for a year. It was just let's just do it.
We just did
because
it. We
our
just
thing
dead ass
was
about it
that
for
like
some reason.
Like we were looking for a career. You know what I mean? So it was like, in terms of like, yeah, like let's start a podcast, like let's build our resume up to eventually get to another bag.
Right,
you feel me?
that's
So
what I'm saying,
like, it is a little bit different.
Like this is gonna go hand in hand with comedy, and
It's gonna
anything.
go hand in hand with whatever else we trying to do.
Because it's like we thought we was funny enough to entertain, but we didn't think past that. You know
Gotcha.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we was like, all right, let's start a podcast with woo woo woo. But like we never thought, yo, go be a stand-up comic or like some shit like that.
But also, to answer your question, it's hard, man, because I wouldn't just choose a funny friend because that doesn't always work out either.
I think that's the best thing to do. Drop the first episode by yourself, and then all your friends are gonna be like, "Oh shit, you started a podcast." They're all gonna watch it, and then they're all gonna be like, "Yo, let me know when you're shooting again." Then just start having niggas come over and just start inviting your random friends. Somebody's gonna show the most interest out of them. You just might just have to try all your friends out. That's because what we did also with the 3-0 podcast is we have like fraction episodes. Before actual episode 1, I probably shot 4 episodes and I named them like 0.25, 0.5, 0.75 episode 1. So there's like 3 to 4 episodes of just us trying equipment out. Wild shit on those episodes.
Yeah,
like
crazy shit on those
just crazy. Like those could never get leaked.
Crazy.
No, them shits are crazy.
What do you think they're crazy
compared to ours, nigga?
Just saying
Shit was crazy. We were saying wild shit, bro. We were saying some, we were saying some crazy shit.
I don't know.
How about you want to hear some crazy shit? Check LOY tomorrow, nigga.
Yeah, 6 o'clock.
But what you said, that's the most natural way to do it. That's the most natural way.
Yeah.
Like, just go through your friends.
Yeah, nah, man.
I say you try your friends out.
Get lucky, nigga.
Unintentionally hold tryouts.
And have good internet connection if you're doing it over,
Let's see. Oh yeah, I think we got some more office hours.
All right, cool. Let's go straight to this video one too.
Let's get to that long one. Let's knock that out because that one's like relationship advice, and I think it's gonna be really funny.
Yeah, this shit is crazy.
Hashtag office hours Genesis. I need advice from Mr. Bitches. Jay Nobles. Hey, my Beyonce has a past, and it might be the end of our relationship.
Actually, let me hear you do this because he's got to be able to process it so that he can give the advice.
He's just gonna try to read it good so he doesn't look embarrassed.
Okay.
Since the beginning of this year, my relationship with her was going great. We've been together for 8 months, and she seemed perfect. Body on point, respected me, and we split everything 50-50. So, what's the problem? She was fucking a nigga for a green card. Nope, not me. Another nigga. When she finally told me, I ended the relationship immediately. We still work for the same company. That's crazy. Even after the breakup, which has been going on for 3 weeks now. Oh, this is fresh, nigga.
This is fresh, yeah.
So now she's back with the legit green card, trying to rekindle our relationship, and I feel conflicted. If I hadn't known this while we were together, it might not be a big deal. She insists nothing happened while we were together, but I'm not dumb. She had literally been holding on to telling me since she was
so close to getting the green card.
Yeah,
we'll go to the other slide.
Is there another slide?
It is. Yeah.
This is interesting.
Yeah,
This is interesting.
Put your finger on your chin so you give them good advice.
She was okay. Now she's back with. She started. Now she's back with the legit green card.
Where's it? And if I hadn't,
I think
right here. Now
we
she's
already
back
read all
from
that.
the top.
Oh, we already went through all that.
Put your cursor on it so I can see what's going on.
She literally had been
She
holding.
had literally
right there,
been
yeah.
holding out on telling me since she was so close to getting her green card. I'm still attracted to her, and she has everything I want in a partner, except she's a hoe. But so what should I do? Am I just pussy whipped, and should I take my L and move on, or should I love that baby? Oh, I don't even want to read this.
Or should I love
Or
that
should I
baby?
love
Respect
that baby?
that girl. Forget she had a sponsor and let her be my world.
That is funny.
What are your deal breakers? How much are you willing to tolerate from a partner's past?
That was her present, nigga.
Yeah, this is her
this just
present.
happened.
Whoa, whoa. Nigga said 3 weeks ago is her history.
So the thing from he doesn't care about what I got.
Oh, you tee him
Mr.
up.
Bitches,
Yeah, come on. Mr. Bitches.
Okay, so here's the problem, right? Like, you have to hit bitches on your level just so that you know what you're willing to give and what, you're okay with them getting, right? Like, if you're fucking with a bum bitch, there's certain things that come with being around a bum bitch, like money being asked or the extreme version of fucking green card. So one, you already fucked up. You shouldn't have been fucking with a bitch that needed something so important.
But he didn't find out until 8 months in, apparently.
But that's his ignorance.
Okay.
You know what I mean? His insolence fucked this whole thing up. But what should you do?
Yeah, that's what the question is.
I mean, honestly,
perfect for him.
honestly,
Based on what he said, she's perfect
if she's, look, she's not perfect for you, but it sounds like you like her, and I don't like telling people things that I know they're not going to do. So what I think you can do, and I think you will do, treat her for what she is. Use her for her resources.
Recreational use only?
Recreational use only. Abuse it. Abuse it.
Yeah.
And do it angrily too. But I think, yeah, like really make sure she understands.
And
but I don't know. I mean, that's what I would say, because I can't just say like you're obviously still attracted to her. You're asking
everything about her is perfect, literally except this.
Nah.
That's a big this.
Use her for what she's worth.
Something's wrong here. Something's wrong.
Something's wrong here, but
something's
take
wrong
what
here
you
because
There's
think
something
about
left
like
out. I think there's something left out the story.
What's wrong in your relationship to where she couldn't come up to you and be like, yo, I'm about to break a nigga for this green card?
Bingo.
You know what I mean? Like, why
Bingo.
she
A green card's a green card.
That's
But
like that's
you
nothing.
have
That not even to be on some pimp hoe shit, but like, you know.
No. A green card is we're not talking about something light. We're not talking about we're not talking about a Chanel bag. We're talking about a green. We're talking about citizenship.
Did she even tell you she was an immigrant?
But how did she?
He had to have known. See, there's so many questions I have for that.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm an American and I'm dating somebody who doesn't even have a green card, something has to be up. People from out of this country don't come here and aren't on a green card or citizenship mission. It's just not a thing.
And that's my thing, right?
They get here, and that is goal number one because I got to bring my family here.
Because and that's not just women. Like, I know personal cases
humans, period.
of men, immigrant men, you know what I mean, of all races, Mexicans, Africans, it doesn't matter.
The one with that accent I was telling y'all about on the Patreon?
Yeah.
She did that for her first nigga.
Yeah. And
this is a real thing.
And you got to understand when a woman...
But there's an issue that he didn't know that. It's a big issue.
That's the big issue.
The biggest issue.
That's the biggest issue.
Why aren't y'all comfortable? Why didn't she respect you enough to be like, hey, babe, like this to play right here?
And that's to also come. There's something he's not telling us because, okay, there's two things that don't really make sense. We were together for 8 months and we went 50-50 on everything. Does that mean y'all were living with each other and then you broke up and kicked her out and now y'all been separated for 3 weeks? Or every date was 50-50?
I think he's trying to somehow somehow save his ego, saying that I wasn't fully simping. I was standing firm. I was doing what, Kevin Samuels would do. Don't give your all.
Go
give
down
some.
a little bit, Lauren.
Go up or
down.
Down.
I feel like I got to read this again.
And another thing, so these are the things where I don't think he's giving us the full story.
No, he did. He did.
But I don't understand what's the 8 months 50-50. You only bring up the percentage when I'm living with my girl.
Not necessarily. That might be a figure of speech to where it's like I pay for things, she pays for things.
Okay,
exactly.
gotcha.
She's bought me food
so
before
don't
I
harp
bought
on
her food
that.
before.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Okay, they weren't living together yet though. But what would okay, if she claims that she hasn't been fucking him since they've been together, how come the pussy was valid before this 8 month gap?
Because
she closed the deal, but there was no overlap.
AJ,
Like, what does that mean?
She was fucking him the whole time.
I was about to say,
So
AJ,
I don't even know why did he give us all
Coochie is like, he was literally hitting her from the back. It's like, this pussy's out of this fucking earth. Like, this shit is not supposed to be here.
This pussy belongs in America.
Yeah. This pussy's not supposed to be here. This shit different.
Yeah.
And it really just goes to show you that he wasn't paying attention.
So,
he simply just wasn't paying attention. And for the most part, I don't know if we said this, but it's always your fault.
Why weren't you
now?
the
Does
one?
everything in the story change if he's also an illegal immigrant?
None of this makes sense to me because you can't get a green card that fast. So like,
and that's
the thing that's been fucking me up this whole time. It's like she had been fucking with this other nigga for a long time.
Yes.
She had to be married to this nigga to even like to get citizenship, but she had to. He must be a nigga who has some sort of in. Is he?
There's a process with this.
There's a process with getting a green card that takes time. And so you got to be in America for a while. There's all sorts of shit like that. So I don't.
Lauren, you're right. You're absolutely right.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
He thought he was the main nigga.
Yeah, it don't make no sense.
He thought he was the main nigga.
And yo, wasn't that tight? Because she paid that other nigga. Let's be clear. She's cut a check for that nigga.
She hasn't been living here
He
so
thought
long.
he was the main. He was the
So
side.
y'all weren't as 100 as you thought because she would have gave you the 10 to the 15 to 20 bands to walk through this green card process.
And
with
truly,
you.
she was
Unless
probably
he's
just
also an illegal.
She don't
which
even
could
need
change everything.
Well, here's the thing.
That's true.
She don't
Because
even,
it feels like there's details being
I don't
left
think
out,
so.
but I don't know.
I don't think he's
so.
illegal. Yeah, I don't think so.
bro.
either.
Here's the thing.
This company does
She don't-
apparently pay under the
She don't
table.
actually need him for a green card. She's just fucking him. She's here
That's
working, doing whatever. She don't need him for a green card.
You do that for the citizenship.
For the
right?
citizenship,
Yeah,
yo,
right.
you don't
That's what
need
it is.
him for a green card. She's here working,
And you have to get
she's living here
married.
for long enough and doing whatever she on a visa, whatever it is, and she got a
Yeah.
job. Then she's fucking working here long enough, and she gets a green card by applying and being here and working and paying whatever she got to pay. So she's not fucking no nigga
You
for a green
can't,
card. She's just
son.
fucking that nigga.
You gotta take your ball and go home. And like, don't get too down on this, cause shit happens to everybody. Like, this doesn't define you. You're not a bitch ass nigga. You just go and move on.
But now taking this
Because a lot of
information-
niggas like this shit'll like, you know, it'll get to them, it'll ride in them. It's like, this is me. I'm nothing.
You can't let. It's almost like in business, right? Like when somebody says no, you can't take it personal because they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to what you're selling,
Yes.
which is completely different.
Everybody gets their shot. Steph Curry gets his shot blocked.
Yeah,
It happens.
That does happen. Just happen.
Just shoot another shot on a
but
different court.
we also had to let him know that you loved an escort.
Well, that's my question to you.
Huh?
Do you have any new advice now that this whole conversation has played out?
Do I have any new advice for this nigga? Like I said, he obviously is still, you know, attracted to her, and I feel like it's something he needs to get out in a, you know, a physical sense, as in, you know, sperm, but also like just like, I can't believe you did this to me, but in fucking form. So
Same advice.
he
Got it.
should use her for what she's worth, because it sounds like she's good to keep around. It sounds like she's a cool person.
Nah.
So it's
Go ahead,
no,
go
she's a
ahead.
cool person.
Nah.
She's a cool person.
She's decent. She's
But
putting,
it's
she's
also,
putting
you
up a
gotta
good
understand,
front. She's putting up a good front.
After all of this, somewhere in his mind, because I don't think it's delusion. I think he genuinely likes her as a person. She's just a scumbag.
if he can
which
throw that
just
away,
so happens to
He
be.
fucks with her heavy.
Yeah, if
She
he
just
can,
so happens to be a scumbag.
She seems pretty cool, honestly.
yeah, if he can throw that away, if he can throw, if he can throw,
I love hoes though. Yeah.
if he
They're
can
the
throw
coolest
away,
people. They are.
Well, Lauren,
if he can throw away the like part of it or liking her, if he can throw that away, then this could free him up. Like this could be a freeing moment to be like, all right, you're doing dirty shit, I'll do dirty shit
But
with
this
you.
is
and
overall,
we'll just
Lauren.
whatever.
Well, yeah.
This is
I think he could. I think if he
He could free
takes
it
her
up.
back, she has to be number 2 on his roster.
sure.
You need a new main.
there is no
if
like.
she comes back, she has to come back dragging on her knees.
And coming back,
Take advantage of
like you don't. She's.
Well, no, you go ahead.
I'm saying like you don't even like let her in. You
Right.
you feed her the matrix. Like she thinks she's out the system, but bitch, she's still in. You still connected. Like you gotta.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's how you treat her.
Which is number 2, which is why I said he needs a new
But
main.
not number 2 is like you don't
He's out
even
the
respect
matrix.
her to give her a number.
Nah,
She's just
bro.
around.
Nah, don't even like that. She should be trying to get in your orbit. She's
Literally.
like a meteor trying to get into like your atmosphere.
Trying to hit,
sure.
trying to
And
hit your
just
plane.
You use gravity, nigga. Just
but that's what I'm saying.
that bitch the other way.
That's what I'm saying though.
No, but we're agreeing, but
I'm just saying
I
it
want to
differently.
make it very clear to him.
Oh, okay.
I want to make it
okay.
very clear to him that like
Because he wants to
You
bring
sh-
her back as like my
no,
girl.
but if he
Bro.
brings her back at second, he's fucking up even worse than this. Because you haven't learned from your last lesson. How you gonna put this bitch second? There's a random bitch that deserves to be your second.
All
a
bitches
random
get-
good girl.
Yes.
Why would you
Yes.
put this bitch at number second?
her position
hold-
could
hold
always
on.
be knocked, though.
It fuck the position
No.
though. Second is too close to first.
It's too close
like,
to
the
first.
thing about this bitch is that like he's not. Notice how he described her.
Okay.
She's got a banging body. She
Yep.
go 50-50. She cool. He didn't mention she's a lying slut until the end.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So that means that he's still caught up in like the fantasy of like, yo, she's good.
She bad, bro. He got a bad one.
He got a bad one, and
That's
you
all.
you just gotta
He
self-assessment,
not used
nigga.
to
Like,
that.
obviously, I'm valuing pussy too much because I'm out here sounding ridiculous.
And that's another. Let me
You get what I'm
continue off
saying?
of that. Let
Like,
me
no,
piggyback.
I know.
Let me piggyback.
I know
There's a
that.
certain level.
Your girl being bad should be like her 33rd best quality.
For sure.
That shouldn't be top of the list. Like, she's a bad bitch.
He's
and
definitely in love,
She
though.
could cook biscuits.
Exactly.
Like, bad bitch should be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's down the line.
So it just shows that, like, I don't know if your brain too sexualized or something. You might just start no
You
fat.
have to be bigger than pussy, nigga.
You
it's
have to.
simple.
And
you
this-
have to be
Oh,
bigger
yeah,
than
for
pussy.
sure, for sure.
have
Like
to.
you have to
You
genuinely
have to.
think that like her giving you like her pussy is like honestly disrespect to you. Like, bitch, you could be giving me so much more than your body.
Yeah.
Like
facts.
that's has to be your like the idea how you move.
He's past that.
You gotta have more control than that. And it's
Yeah.
like I get niggas slip up. Like shit, I slipped up a couple days ago.
course,
Like
it
I
happens.
woke up in the morning, I got some pussy and it made me late for something. I was mad at myself.
Exactly.
That
For falling
I let,
victim to
that
the
I let
flesh.
pussy get me late for something.
Gluttony.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like nah.
You felt you were weak with the flesh.
I need a confession. I need a confession.
You were trapped between those walls.
That's
The-
what I'm saying.
the flesh
nigga.
is weak.
It was weak. It was weak on Sunday.
Yeah.
When it's supposed to be its strongest.
About to say, flesh is slippery.
The flesh is weak, man.
God damn it.
But you know what I
And-
mean?
and
Like,
that's
it
the thing.
happens.
It's very hard. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. And I feel bad for this brother because it seems like y'all was having a good time. And, you know, it's one of those things like, let this be a learning lesson. Like, the next girl you be with, go in
He didn't say how old he was. I wish I knew how old
at
he
50%.
was.
That matters too.
Yeah, it
and
does.
also the fact that y'all work together still.
Yeah.
Don't if you should take this advice, take your ball, go home. You should listen to everything we said, but don't be weird about it. Cause like it might be a moment to where like y'all in the same room. Don't be the nigga that's like, I obviously hate you, bitch. Like
You-
just.
Yeah, no, that's
But
weird.
what you're
She's just a
talking about,
coworker.
what you're
Especially
talking
if y'all
about,
don't have to
Tone,
interact, then don't interact.
Yeah.
But I'm
no.
saying, but
what you're talking about, Tone, is like the what's the word? At the epitome.
Epitome, yeah.
The epitome of like accountability of being a man. Like you almost have to like, you know, bite the bullet. Like she's not wrong for being a slut. You're wrong for believing that she wasn't.
exactly.
Or just he pretty much just missed it completely.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah,
wrong.
like, yeah, he
Which
missed it
is
completely.
wrong.
Yeah.
So
it was bad.
why did he miss it? What was he looking at?
Yeah, I don't know what he was
What
looking
was
at.
he- you know
Those
what he
8
was
months.
looking at,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah. He was literally blinded by the flesh.
Areolas.
She bought me McDonald's and had big titties.
He was
nigga.
blinded by the flesh.
Come on, like we saw.
on,
Like,
man.
I've seen this.
Alright,
I've seen
since
this
he
story.
since he likes her and he wants to deal with her again,
I had a bush,
should he
too.
approach it in a way of like playing her, like as far as like making her think it's
He's
more
not
than what it is,
capable.
He shouldn't be-
right? Or should he just approach it on some shit like, all right, you got me. Look, I fuck with you again, but here's what it is, and like, should
Lauren,
he do
you
that
want
or
to know
no?
the truth?
Lauren,
I'm asking,
I
I'm asking a
honestly
question.
believe.
Lauren, no,
I'm
let me
asking
get
you
it.
a question.
I
He slow
honestly
down.
believe.
He
What the fuck?
shouldn't even have that thought. Like approach her for what?
No, not approach her and like I'm saying like if she's on him like on his body like that,
Lauren.
if she's coming at him like that.
Yeah, I wonder
should
if she's on his
should-
body.
That's what I'm saying. If she's because that's what he was saying. Like he was saying it like
Then
that. She's
you
trying
make-
she's trying to start the relationship back. So if she's on my body like that and like he's like on some pushing stiff armor her, should he
You-
approach it on some shit
you
like,
kill-
hey, look, we could fuck, we could do this, whatever, and like
No.
just have fun with her on some shit like and be friendly.
He's not
be friendly
ready for
about it.
that.
And like if she's actually cool, like y'all saying. If she's actually cool,
Can I say something
could he
real
turn
quick?
it into that?
I don't believe he's ready for neither
not
one
ready.
of those,
He's
especially the
tenfold.
one
I agree with
where
that.
he has to like
I agree with
look
that.
a bitch in her eye and like lie. That takes a cold blood. It takes a different breed. of nigga. I'm not saying we ain't never done. I've done it.
You gotta be.
I've done it.
Of course.
It takes a different breed of nigga.
You
It
gotta
takes
be
a breed of
He's-
nigga that's
he's-
not.
He's clearly not built for
You
that.
got to be
not-
a humanoid. And see, Lauren, what you're,
I'll never be back. Bye, bitch.
they mean it.
Yeah.
They mean it. Because the thing is, like, the whole keeping her as number 2 and the whole trying to fuck her and be the fuck buddy. Nah, bruh.
Nah.
Because in her mind, you're proving that she wasn't wrong. You know what I mean?
Because she can always get him back.
Yeah, like you gotta literally, like, you gotta, no, it's just nah. And have her sit in that.
And whatever happens, you do it after work because you don't want no HR problems. But yeah, man, I agree with everybody. What everybody said on this
Do it
panel,
after
even
work.
FMAC, even FMAC smiling in his spiritual presence.
Yeah.
Just do whatever we said, nigga.
Mac, what would you recommend this nigga do?
It was so much advice, I feel like.
I was just listening to what Lauren was saying, but I do agree with y'all. I feel like his flesh is too weak in this
Yep.
situation, and if he was to do
he
that,
is.
as soon as they get into it, he's gonna fall in love with her again.
He is.
He gonna
So
come
immediately.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not ready
that's
for
not
it. He's not
happening.
ready for
Immediately.
it.
He's gonna come in this
Yeah.
woman. But hashtag office hours, I've been preacher back on Fresh and Fit's neck after that failed yacht party. The beef is in the air. How long can you keep going back and forth with someone, even if the internet has already determined the winner? I've never heard Danny talk this much unless he's hating on Joe Biden. Is that who he meant?
He meant Biden.
Okay. And now y'all, that monetization on beef must be sweet.
Put a steak in honey.
Yeah, but you know what it is,
Exactly
though?
what bears like. That was funny.
The risk of looking corny is too high. It's too close to me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look like no fucking loser. So, it's like
It's a double-edged sword.
yeah, like that's the thing.
How long can you keep going back and forth with someone?
Honestly, we talked about that. I think last time we brought up Abba and Breach going in on Fresh and Fit. The video had been out for a day and it had like 800,000 views. We're talking different. It's a different conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a different conversation.
There's money to be had.
I could be with a nigga for a very long time at $10,000 a pop in 24 hours. You know what I'm saying? The beef hit different then. You know what I'm saying? Like,
especially if it's actually real.
Especially
like
if it's actually real.
What's going on between them? It's a little bit different.
It's a little cash out. Like for them, it's like if he had a kid, it's like every time Myron does some goofy shit, let me shit on him and buy my kid like a new toy because he deserves it. Because now every time I want to go on vacation, let me shit on Myron real quick, catch a quick $1 million or $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my shit's straight for next month.
You want to go on another excursion?
Yeah,
kids?
It's time to kick this nigga. But I think when you have that level of like numbers and influence, then beef is amazing.
Yeah, nah, and it's crazy.
But if you don't, you just look fucking lame and corny. So,
especially with like the whole Myron situation, we didn't even talk about it. How he was in spaces with the whites.
The whites.
He's the actual white man on the boards.
Yeah, he's the Blanco.
Don't you dare compare that nigga to me.
Well, he's not as cool, but I'm saying is like,
his waves are spinning way crazier than yours.
The way he
that's
wants to be
problem.
white.
The way he wants, it's a genuine reaction.
We'll have to go to it though, because we're not about to. This is gonna take too long.
I was about to say, but nah, it depends on the beef, man. Sometimes beefs can last forever. 2309 Johnny, hashtag office hours. Can you explain emotional cheating versus physically cheating? Which one hurts more? Is it that bad to connect with
someone? I think
someone.
I think it's supposed to be someone. It's
Nigga,
just
I thought that was the smartest word ever.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. With someone you
He
are
might have
not
said her name.
sexual with in a relationship. So
is it that bad to connect with someone you're not sexual?
Well, first of all, cheating. They both hurt. Like
one definitely hurts more than the other. Nigga.
If my girl came up to me and was like, "No, baby, it wasn't emotional cheating. It was just physical," I'd be like, "Bitch, fuck you."
Like, but even if she was like, even if she tried to go like,
if she goes physical, we know the nigga won the emotional already though. So it's one hurts more than the other.
Yes, and that really it depends on the girl.
Depends on how
Like
the
you got some
snowball
animals out here that's just like, sorry, babe, I just needed the dick. I just
very rarely though, and those aren't normally the joints you wife either.
Nah, man, they both the same.
Are you
They're not
serious?
both the same, but like you're never. So what? If she physically cheated, you're gonna take her back. But if it was emotional, you can never be together.
I think one lingers with you more.
And real quick,
bro, my girl sucked another man's dick. It doesn't matter why.
But it's also if
that
like
hurts.
If your girl told you, it's like, hey, I've been.
He said when I put it like that, nigga, it's like,
if
hey.
your girl told you, like, hey, I've been, emotionally confining in this other dude, like, just telling him what I've been going through at work, like,
that's how he got the hit. What do you mean? This is the thing. The physical act is one thing. Okay, 9 times out of 10, the bitches that are just like, I was just horny, I needed it. Very rare women.
Very few.
Very rare. 9 times out of 10, you're probably not dating them like wifey. You might be in business with her, possibly.
A lot of,
but you might not know. But you can forgive. I think it's easier to forgive a blackout drunk. I was just drunk and I needed it. I don't even really know what I was doing. Then I fucked a nigga at work because he's been wearing her down for months and she's been allowing him to get herself to get worn down.
Both of those circumstances involve her losing her grip.
At least one wasn't. At least one was in the moment and the other one didn't work over time. The overtime one is crazy because if she fucked a nigga at work, nigga. It's that Drewski skill.
That's emotion.
She really likes this nigga.
And that's the one thing like
that means when they started, if the first time they exchanged phone numbers was 2, 3, 4, or 5 months ago, you had lost your bitch 5 months ago. You lost your bitch 8 months ago, or let's see, 4 months ago. Let's just add 2 on top.
Do the numbers, nigga.
Yeah, you probably lost your bitch at 7.5, 6 months.
And that's you being modest.
And that's being modest because it could have been 4 weeks in. It could have been 4 months in 1 week.
She could have been fucking that nigga.
You could have had that week. She gave that number out, and that nigga was just working.
I use old
for 4
sayings.
months.
If she's gone, you never had her, nigga. Period.
But did we even explain it? Because he asked for an explanation.
Is it bad to connect with someone you are not?
on the difference though, because emotional cheating, that's like, you know, it's obvious. It's like I like the dude, so I did it. But physical is just lust. It was just a moment.
That is when I can accept the weak flesh over the emotional shit.
Nah,
the emotional shit is
it's
bad.
the same thing.
Emotional leads to a lot more things. Like even Patrice, like he had a bit. He was like, he told his girl, like, you should never be mad or sad at a man in public. You know what I mean? Because he got her through emotion. So if you're mad at another man or sad at another man in public, you're basically telling me that he can fuck you. Because that's how I got you.
Hate. Specifically hate. Because it's the same passion as love.
Yeah.
So it's like if you hate another nigga, you care about him too much.
Why do you have that emotional investment?
Yeah, that's a lot. But yeah, nah. For me, at least, like, nigga, it's not the same thing. Obviously, one hurts more the emotional because she loved the nigga. But it's like
Definitely love that nigga.
For me, it's the same verdict. It's like and be gone.
The verdict can be the same.
Give a Chinese.
He asked which one hurt more.
It's nothing worse than imagining your girl sucking
cock
penis.
Yeah,
that shit. Like you have to say it slow because it's like, yeah. But it's one of those things.
This episode is gonna get popped.
You think so?
Yes, bruh. Y'all said it's been so much.
It's been a lot.
You just said the C word.
Yeah, I think that's softer. I think
that's softer. That's of course you said softer.
Y'all said coochie like 17 times in like 15 minutes ago. Like it's bad in this episode.
Oh man.
When he was describing the academics thing, he was going in great like it was. This episode was crazy.
Yeah, power drive.
Yeah, it was going, and he was acting it out.
Yeah.
YouTube AI picks up on that. It's like this nigga getting busy.
This nigga acting out an alleged grape.
That shit do be pulling up. It do be picking up mad shit.
Fucking idiot.
But
that's funny.
Yeah, nah.
Is it that bad to connect with someone you are not sexual with while in a relationship? No, it's not that bad.
That's emotional cheating.
Is it that bad to connect with someone you are not sexual with?
She's not allowed to. I can.
You serious? Like you into open relationships?
No, I'm not.
I'm about to say because like you had that fake ass grin. I ain't believe you.
Don't believe me.
Yeah.
You know, actually, one interesting route. My cousin actually does this. Whenever we go out to clubs and shit like that, he has a girl, but he'll go out and just talk to these random women as if he doesn't, get numbers and everything, and just block them right after.
He ain't blocking them.
If he's
he is for real. Because I mean, like he's serious with his girl, and he's letting her know and everything.
F-Mac, if that's the lie he's selling you, imagine what he's telling her.
He's fucking.
And
what
he's
blocking?
What do they?
He's fucking one of
what
them,
do they? Does your cousin have respect for himself? Like, what does he go after? Is he going after women that are like
easy targets?
Wait, whoa, she almost looked better than your girl. You can't do that. Like, is that
no?
Okay,
they're never usually better than her.
It's a bunch of goblins and
it's not goblins, but it's just like he's out there having fun. He just likes to flirt and everything.
But vigilantes though.
To fish.
He likes
to fish, but he's throwing it back.
He doesn't want to eat it. He's not gonna skin it or cook it.
Those fish jump back.
Catch
on
and
the boat.
release. Nigga.
Those fish jump back on the boat sometime.
Yeah, nah, I couldn't even trust
Patrice
myself with
O'Neal
something
sketch.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna be swimming here next week?
Yeah.
That happens.
I couldn't trust myself. I'm
fucking one of them. What if I'm out here like sport fishing every weekend? What are we talking about? I'm hitting one of these hoes.
I wouldn't say
if
hit,
I'm
but
getting
definitely getting head.
You're gonna keep
bare
edging
minimum.
yourself.
Bare minimum.
Nigga, if you're really good at what you do, head is gonna have to like you're gonna have to. I really don't want it.
If you're really good at what you do, then
yeah. Child support is on the way. Exactly,
yeah,
AJ.
It's crazy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Hashtag office hours. I'm curious. Do y'all? Oh my god. I'm
It's
curious.
fucked up.
Do y'all? You did anything wrong with this whole the stop versus homeroom battle? Give a percentage blame ratio.
Do y'all think y'all did anything
That's a good question.
wrong with this whole the stop versus homeroom?
That's a
battle?
good question.
Give a percentage blame rating.
I'd probably say we probably like 95.5.
Yeah, I was gonna say 5% blame, and all that 5 is Nobles.
Yeah,
kinda. I'll take. I mean, look,
95.5.
Can we blame this nigga sensitivities?
That's 95.
Oh, I guess that's
95.5.
Oh, that's what you're saying. I'm 5%.
Yeah,
5%
maybe like 2.
on us.
Maybe 2.
Nah, you throwing him too much bail. He doesn't deserve all that slack.
Oh, a black man don't deserve bail.
You gonna choke
What
yourself
do
on
black
that
men
slack,
deserve, huh?
nigga?
Life.
A black man deserves
Shut up.
40K and 30% on the back end, nigga.
40K and a mule, nigga.
Yeah.
Fuck you. But nah,
yeah,
I
like
don't,
5.
I wouldn't say we did
I think it's
anything
higher
wrong.
than that.
How much higher?
Double digits.
11?
It's like 15.
Oh, come on, Lauren, you just
No,
sided
I'm
me.
guessing. I'm guessing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
I don't think it's 15.
I don't think it's 15.
I don't think it's 15,
I don't
bro.
really think it's that high. Either.
I don't
10
think
is
it's
a
that high.
stretch.
10 is a stretch.
Don't get me. The hands are a little dirty. Don't get me wrong, but like, nah,
Not for the
nah.
start of it. Not for the start of
The
it.
start? Is that what the whole?
Well,
It's one of those situations
Because
to where like
he's talking about the start, the blame.
it's one of the situations
Yeah.
to where like I might have like
Not the entire
The-
thing.
He's talking about the
If
blame.
it was the entire thing, I would say
Go
95.5. We're talking about the initial start.
Oh, 5%, same thing.
I think the
same.
start is 5.
Because
Wait, where did you
that's
say
me.
the start?
That's me being reasonable.
Blame
I'm curious,
ratio,
do you-
like the blame. Who's to blame for it?
Yeah,
The
because
blame ratio.
blame
Blame
is
is the
normally
start.
the beginning.
Yeah.
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 the blunt.
Blame is normally like the beginning.
This is your fault type shit. Like yeah.
Okay.
I would say 5% modestly, and that's because I'm a good person.
Because if he had issues this whole time, he could have been said something about it. Would have been.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So like
the
that,
nigga never fucked with us.
Yeah, he was,
It's like,
he was being fake on different platforms.
right.
He was acting like the swamp don't get reception. Nigga.
Yeah.
It could have been like pieced up way easier. Like it'd have been like, oh
Yeah,
shit, my
because
fault.
he was fake.
and it's
acting
also
like,
not to act, bring this up for too long, but like if y'all were really cool as he said, then it should have been nothing to just like.
Yeah, should have. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But I will say 5%
5%.
modestly because you can't. It's jokes, so something's gonna happen.
I was putting a heavy percentage
Something
on
gonna
wipe
happen.
your mouth. I was thinking that qualifies.
That was kind of crazy.
I'm giving
That's
that. I'm giving that like 20.
8%.
That's kind of
20, goddamn.
Because anybody else, because it's enough to where you don't know, and nigga can go either direction.
But like,
But the
if you know what I'm
conversation
saying?
happens after.
And
But
what
let's
makes
say-
it even more damning is that nobody knows why. Like he doesn't even know why.
So no.
You know
so
what I mean?
what happened was, I think he was giving credit.
Nobody
I
knows
think
why.
he was giving credit.
That's what
right?
makes it so
and he was
good,
like,
actually.
he was like
it was
bigging
completely
us up.
uncalled for.
He was like bigging us up and
I
shit.
love that part of it.
It wasn't uncalled for. He was bigging us up, and like through that, I was like, like wipe your mouth. Like I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Wipe your mouth is funny.
No, it's funny.
That's
It's
what I'm
funny.
saying.
I'm with you.
Especially with no context. Like
Exactly. What makes it even better.
But
if it
that's
feels
why-
the context,
but that's
there
why
is
it's
context though.
That's why it's 5%.
Because the context was him bigging us up.
yeah.
Which is what makes it funny because I'm being like, you see what I'm
I
saying?
get what you say. I'm with you.
We're with you,
You
on the
know
joke
that
side.
no more.
I'm
You
saying-
know.
So say 5.
But the thing is, 8. Because it's like 8. Because it was uncalled for. It was funny, but it was uncalled
It's never
for.
I can
uncalled
live
for.
with
It was
that.
uncalled
It's never
for.
uncalled
That's
for.
what I'm saying.
I can live with
funny.
8. I can't live with 20 though, because he still had a responsibility to. If he had an issue,
yeah.
he had
I'm
a
cool with 8.
responsibility.
I'm
to,
cool with
like,
Even a lot. 8% of anything is a lot, my nigga.
Danny
No,
was
it's not.
Nah, that's not
8%?
that
Bleep
much.
that, Lauren. I don't even want to say that shit, that fucking name. The Teen Wolf was the only person that heard that.
Literally.
He was literally the
Yeah,
only
literally.
person that heard that shit. Like, as Max sitting down,
The
he
nigga
smiling and
sensitivity,
shit.
the swamp sensitivity was up on like
And so
maximum
He's
level.
teaching me about my pod.
Yeah, low-key,
And so,
yeah.
like, what happened was, and that's the thing, he found that clip, but that wasn't the start. I had said
It was not the start.
I said
You're right
something
about that,
else to
for
make
sure.
his ears perk up and be like, "Oh, these niggas like fucking talking about how I look."
Yeah,
So
right. That's true. That's
that was
true.
just the one. It's like wipe my mouth.
That was just the one.
That was just the
that's true.
one.
Yeah. The ears are already perked up
The ears-
earlier before
Come
that.
on, man.
It's funny. All right,
It's so
5.
funny 'cause
I'm
it-
back
Wipe
down
your
to 5.
mouth.
Because
I'm
it
back-
wasn't even, because there was not a single timestamp on that. What did Jay Noble say? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in the
It was
comments.
nigga. And
No, nobody
This
cared.
is
Nobody heard it. Like I didn't hear it. Nobody
And we
heard it.
didn't
He
even
whispered it.
and we didn't even say this, but like before we recorded that episode, I was looking. I was like, I wonder why I said that shit. Like, what the fuck? I'm trying to find the spot, but I couldn't find it. But I think it was because he was bigging us up. I was like, whoa, clean your fucking.
It was hilarious.
Wipe your mouth with your shirt, nigga.
No matter what, it was hilarious.
Yeah, wipe. Tell a nigga to wipe his mouth. It's fine.
All right. Shit. Okay. Yeah.
This is my second question. All right. If y'all could interview anybody related to the podcast space, like anybody, and they take truth serum and they have to tell the truth no matter what you ask, they have to tell the truth. Who would you interview? Give me like 2.
This is an evil question.
And why? All right.
2?
Thanks, y'all. R.I.P. Redbox. One.
It's gonna be fucked up.
I wonder where he be walking to when he asks these questions.
I do too. It look like he's got a backpack. Yeah, where
like,
he go?
but it looks like this is part of like his routine. Like,
it's a daily route for sure.
Who's Redbox?
Redbox like
movie
DVDs.
joint?
Yeah.
It might have been like a reference from last episode.
Fuck Redbox, nigga.
But two niggas. I mean, like
honestly, Charlemagne, because I want to. I think it'll be full circle. Learn about the wax situation.
That's light. That's light work.
There's a lot
That's
of
light,
shit.
but it's. I mean,
There's a lot of shit.
That's a waste of truth serum.
Yeah, it might be.
For being honest.
Damn, what you want to know?
Bro, there's so many. I don't care to know, but that's why I said this is a diabolical. That's why I said this is a diabolical question.
You don't get to care to know, nigga.
Feeding any nigga truth serum just to ask them anything is crazy.
Yeah, are we just getting one question or are we getting a series, like a full interview, he said?
Truth serum, I feel like
a full pod.
A full pod. That's like an hour and a half, 2 hours of questions.
Oh, yeah.
That's diabolical.
That's crazy.
Look at that social security number. Let me get that. Let me get that account and routing.
Yeah.
You can do anything, bro.
You can do a lot. You can do a lot.
Yeah, just a diabolical question.
In the podcast world,
I
I
had to
probably like.
Drake. I was piling his work. My fault.
There's a couple people that if you did it with them, you would be wasting it. Like Tasha K, you don't want to hear her tell the truth. She's at her best when she's fucking lying.
Tasha K would be crazy.
But she's at her best when she's fucking lying. It would be boring.
She is actually.
Maybe
Alex Jones,
22,
nigga.
Adam 22 for
Alex
sure.
Jones.
Alex Jones.
That might be a good one. I'm not mad at that.
Because I'm guessing like with the truth serum, it cuts off like
Ooh, Myron.
But with the truth serum,
Myron actually would.
how does
be
the
good.
truth? How does it work?
Talk about you want to go viral, nigga?
That'd be amazing.
in my world,
We can nigga. Tell me how much you really want to be white.
I don't even care, but that might be a waste too. A lot.
Okay,
How does the
Myron,
truth-
I'm gonna get 1 million. I'm gonna get 1 million views off of Myron.
doesn't matter.
That's my first one. But go ahead.
How does the truth serum work? Though?
I'm guessing
because like with a nigga like Alex Jones,
Yeah.
if he's saying what he believes is true,
Nah.
but what's not actually true,
So I'm
you know
saying
what
like I think it works like
It cuts through the
Everybody-
the lie
it
you
cuts
told
through
yourself.
the-
lie you
okay.
told yourself.
yeah. And you know, for niggas like Alex Jones, they never give it all
Yeah,
because
we're
they want to
talking
stay
magic
alive.
too. We're talking magic.
You know what I mean?
So
So-
like, yeah.
And this ain't no
22.
regular like
Yeah,
science.
this isn't like
real
yeah,
truth
yeah,
This
serum.
isn't
Like
a real thing.
Harry
You
Potter
haven't-
brewed this
you
shit,
haven't
nigga.
turned your lie into the truth.
I put Adam up there for sure.
22.
No, I think he's already pretty honest.
But
He
that's what we
feels
think.
pretty honest to
That's
me.
what we think though.
Yeah,
Like,
but
what
it
if
can't
he-
be that much more
what if he-
diabolical.
What if he pull up a fifth and it's like,
nigga, point and shoot.
I was actually
the
upset.
questions you're gonna point and shoot, running the questions on that would be diabolical
That'd
for
be great.
real.
Yeah, point and shoot in Adam's mom because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure she's not proud of this shit.
Great.
She's a be a spectator.
Son, why?
Hey, DJ Academics might be good too.
That nigga already told the truth.
He already told the truth.
No, he don't.
No, he don't. Yeah.
What? 𝔓𝔦𝔑 stories?
Yeah, all them shit.
Oh, well, that's about
That's just the tip. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
that. Is well, yeah.
It's just
I guess if you lying about that, you probably lying about.
Exactly. Actual important things. Yeah. Like
But I understand what you're saying, but the 𝔓𝔦𝔑 situation is also embarrassing as a man.
Right.
So that's something you kind of want to keep. In
I think that's the
dark.
whole point. Is like to ask embarrassing questions. I'm only asking. Like if I were to give this true serum to Myron, I'm just. No, Walter's lies are too good. We don't need. They're too good. Yeah, Walter's lies are way too good. I would never want him to tell me the truth.
We might have to.
Joe Budden. There's two Joes.
That'd be a good one.
Joe Budden.
That's like the obvious one too.
Yeah.
I feel like the
I wanted to avoid saying it, but it's
Well,
really one of
this
the
is-
best.
Okay. If we had to collectively select the podcast, Charlemagne and Joe, both on Truth Serum, guest on Homeroom University,
That go
we
up.
get to ask them questions. They have to get to ask each other questions, and everybody's forced to tell the truth.
Oh man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's up right there,
Yeah.
nigga.
That's a classic. Lifetime.
That's a
Nigga,
that's,
we might be able to pay Marlon.
that's a Cat Williams level like numbers right
Yeah,
there.
that's good.
Yeah, nah.
Oh, nigga, we pay Marlon twice, nigga. Cat Williams numbers, nigga.
Nigga, get your brothers too, nigga.
He asked for 40, we give him 70.
Truth Serum would be a waste, I think, on like Orlando Brown because I kind of believe everything he says. I think even outside of Magic, he believes everything.
Yeah.
Nah, I think-
and which is why I was saying, how does it work though? Because like if you give
think
it to
he's the only-
Orlando, I think he really believes this.
I think he's the only one that's strong enough to break the magic.
To break through that.
He's the only one. He's the only one.
It's not gonna work.
Yeah, nobody else is as strong as him in that.
But nobody from like the math universe Cam, Mace.
Nah.
them
I don't
niggas.
care enough about their stories.
I say Joe and Vlad because I want to know how Vlad actually thinks about black people.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, you want to bring Adam to, oh man. Woo! The truth serum shit is diabolical,
Yeah,
nigga.
that's crazy.
There's nothing. Like, bro, that shit's diabolical.
There's a certain section of everyone that should be hidden, I guess.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
I don't want to meet your shadow, nigga.
Yeah, that's why it's
Absolutely
so
not.
hard to answer because it's like I don't think I want to know a lot of this shit that they don't want me to know, bro. Because
It's like being a priest.
literally,
We gonna start hating these
There's certain
motherfuckers.
shit I don't want to hear, man.
Yeah.
There's certain shit I do not want to hear.
Full circle shit.
Full circle.
And
Yeah,
niggas is on that
We
truth
got to end
serum.
on that.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
was
bad. Hey, shout out to A Brown. It's good to put a face to the voice and shit,
Yeah, literally.
or a face to the typing, whatever
His dyslexia is contagious.
words.
Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, man, those are some good office hours. Again,
That was one of the best ones.
yeah, this is a very good week of office hours. Please make sure y'all leave some more. Again, as y'all can see, if you don't want to type it, go to IG and send it to us. You know what I mean? Everything will be read in order. But
Honestly, man, when these office hours keep going up a lot more, bro, that live.
It has to be live.
Doing it live.
The
would be
office hours
great,
at a
bro.
certain point, if they continue on this trajectory, which is good, the
can go
office
live.
hours is gonna be the live show.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
And then I mean we can still cover topics, but like we can't keep doing 1 hour on office hours.
No.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah.
Yeah, it's got to be live.
especially
sure.
not without y'all, because it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be a great live show, and it's a great like interactive.
It's a
one.
great live show because not only can you do the ones that were pre-recorded,
The
you can
ones
also
that
do
are
the
fucking
you can also
live.
do the main call-in,
Yeah.
or the
Yeah.
ones that get super chatted in.
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah.
We might have to do like 2 or 3 on the main show though. Like,
Oh no,
if
we
it's-
still have some on
once
the
it-
main show, but
like once it gets to the point where we had that much flow to
Yeah.
where it's like that's
Yeah.
a live one, that's a regular pod, like that'd
For
be
sure.
cool, yeah.
But nah,
Because
man,
it ends the show good for some reason.
It does,
Yeah,
it
of
does,
course.
for sure.
That way.
you got to end it with the people.
You know what I mean?
People that put us in position where we're at.
So we popped our shit, now y'all pop your shit.
But
Don't know. Not
do
a
what y'all do best.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been a good week, good episode. If you haven't watched Homeroom, if you haven't watched 3 Oak, make sure you watch it.
Yeah.
LOI tomorrow.
Chubbs is on.
Chubbs is on?
Chubbs on
is
both.
Chubbs on both shows. 3 podcast, and he was on LOI.
Chubbs is a neighborhood legend.
Yeah.
Y'all will love him.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all support. But it's been good. It's been great. Jay Nobles.
Tone Groove.
AJ the Menace.
White Man Behind the Boards.
Yep.
F Mac in the building.
That's me.
And we are out.